So I guess the first thing that I'm going to do is claim my myth longsword from Adventurer John for getting over level 20 attack, which, you know, we got from Vampire Slayer. Oh, shoot. I got that one, too. That's cool. Okay. Okay, there's my myth longsword as well. Let's go ahead and equip that. I'm not exactly sure what quests I'm going to do next time. I guess I'll go ahead and start making a list of all the quests that I'm going to do. And, I guess we'll do just, like, the rest of free-to-play. Falador. We're going to do Port Sarim. Edgeville. And, what's the other one? What's the one that's way out in the... Why can't I think of the name here? Remington. There we go. I knew it was something about the edge or rim or something. So let's figure out what all we're going to do for these, and then we'll go ahead and start the grinding, because this is going to be pretty lengthy, I would say. I mean, I'm not going to do it all tonight, obviously, because like this is just me testing out what all's going to happen. But let's go ahead and let's see what quests. Let's see what quests here we have to do. Below Ice Mountain, Black Knight's Fortress. Okay, Below Ice Mountain is going to be in Barbarian Village, right as the start point for that, I think. Hold on, I didn't even put that here. Below Ice Mountain. I know there's a combat requirement for that one. Black Knight's Fortress, that's going to start in Falador. Black Knight's Fortress. And then the Corsair's Curse, that's going to be in Remington? Is that in Remington or Edgeville? I think it's around Remington. Corsair's Curse. Okay, so then we're going to do Doric's Quest. That's going to start near Falador, so let's put it underneath that section. Then we're going to do... we'll leave Dragon Slayer for later, because obviously I'm not going to do that. I have a lot of quests still to do, honestly. We probably have another 2 episodes. I'll probably split all this up, I'm assuming, into 2 different episodes. Whenever I record all this stuff and doing all the quests. This is going to take like 8 hours of playtime. So we'll do that. Why am I not seeing my chat here? Live chat, all messages. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? Why isn't it showing up? This is my first time ever streaming on YouTube, so if you're here and you've said something, type it again and let me see if it comes up. I normally stream on Twitch, but I thought, Twitch is having a lot of issues lately, and also it's hard to get people to go from one place to the other, so I just thought I'd stream on here and make that simpler for everybody. Okay, Goblin Diplomacy. Let me see. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, I've been kicking this around. So I've had problems in the past. My ISP will normally let me stream for a little while, but then once I start taking advantage of them, they decide to start really coming for me and cutting my rates. So the stream is a test to see if they'll let me do it or not. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, Alex. That's really nice of you. Hey, Rat, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. So I'm going to grind first. I think in my head, I think that I'm going to do mining and smithing, because I haven't done any mining and smithing yet, and I know that there's a requirement for a couple of things coming up. What I'm doing currently is I'm going to make a list of everything that I need to do, then I'm going to go through and find out what all the requirements are, and then I'm going to sort of rank them in what order I think that I'm going to do them in. And so far, I've got down to Goblin Diplomacy, so let's throw that under Falador, since that's there. Goblin Diplomacy, and then we're going to go for... We're still working on Imp Catcher. Night Sword is going to be in Falador as well. That one has a mining requirement. Pirate's Treasure, Prince Ali Rescue. Oh, yeah, we haven't even been... We haven't even been to Alcarid yet. Remington is also going to be Witch's Potion. I might do Witch's Potion first when I actually get to the quests, because I think that one has a magic reward, and I would like to start boosting up my magic. So I might actually do that first. Let me see what I got here. Okay. Morning. What's up, dude? You must be in a different part of the world. It is evening time here, unless you just woke up, in which case, good morning and welcome. Okay, so let's check out... Black Knight's Fortress. I don't think that one has any requirements other than just a combat level to survive. Let me see. I could be wrong about that. Needs 15 combat level, food, armor, value. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So there's nothing on that one. Then let's see. Goblin Diplomacy. That one has no requirements. Because you just have to make dies for that one. Yeah, so that one has no requirements. So that one's good. Let's see. Port Sarim. We don't have... We have the, what's it called? The Pirate's Treasure. That one's an easy one. We don't have to worry about that. Below Ice Mountain. Is that just... Below Ice Mountain's also another newer one that I'm not completely caught all the way up on. Dude, I want fiber so bad. I live across the road from the largest fiber provider in my city, and they do not do fiber at my house. It really infuriates me. I walked over there and asked them, and they don't do it. A 15 combat level, 10 mining. Yeah, so we're going to need mining. Mining and smithing seems like the thing that's stopping us from being able to do anything. I know that Doric's Quest has a smithing requirement, or you can buy them on the Grand Exchange, but we're not going to do that. Let's see. 15 mining, boostable ore. Oh, no, he just needs ores. Okay, so 15 mining is, again, so we're going to do mining, it looks like. That's the first grind that we're going to have to embark on. That'll be a fun one. I don't mind early game mining. I think it's somewhat interesting, and it also helps me gear out my account a little bit, which I'm going to need for later quests anyways and for the combat. See you, Rat. Be safe out there, dude. Well, I appreciate it, Roy. You definitely got my attention with it. Dude, I just found out about Sins of the Father yesterday and that it gives you a boost to your rune crafting experience. So I need to do that on my main at some point, but I haven't gotten to there yet. So eventually I will do that. Let me see. Okay. We've got Doric's Quest. We're going to need to do mining. I don't think Witch's Potion has any requirements either. Let me see. No requirements. So the only thing that we need to do is get our mining up. So we're going to go head to Varrock. I'm going to bank everything that I have currently, and we're going to go to Varrock, and we're going to start mining. Just because I think that's... Well, is Varrock closer to the bank, or is this closer to the bank? The Lumbridge mine's probably going to be more overrun. I might do Varrock just for that. Or just for that. Like I said, I haven't been to Al-Kharid yet, so... I don't know. We'll find out. We'll figure it out when we get to it. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba dun 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 dun. The music in RuneScape is some of the greatest music that's ever been made for a video game, just full stop. Bop 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 bop. Okay, I've got a 1K cash stack right now. That's pretty nifty. I might end up spending that on some armor whenever we get to some places. I haven't really thought about what gear I'm going to need, but Dragon Slayer is coming up extremely fast, and we're going to have a pretty hard time doing Dragon Slayer at our current level. So I know that I'm going to need combat. So we need 15 mining. What's up, Mr. Gordon? Nice to see you, dude. Thanks for dropping by. We need 15 mining. We're going to need... I'm going to say that we're going to need at minimum 30 of all of our combat stats. And that's going to be for Dragon Slayer. I think we can do it with it. I wouldn't know. I don't play hardcore Iron Man. If you can enlighten me, that would be great. Okay, so Spade. Put that in our quest help. And then this key. I'll get rid of some of this stuff eventually, but I'm a hoarder in this game for sure. I know I'm going to run out of inventory space eventually, but for now I'm not super worried about it. Let's put this in our skilling tab. Where's the skilling tab? There it is. And then this is for the quest. We're going to do that for X marks the spot. I'm going to do that when I actually record the video, not here. Let me pull out my pickaxe and let's go get to work on mining. I think that anything can be Meshuggah if you can just rhythm it out good enough, you know? Yeah, I think that if you've never played RuneScape before, you're doing yourself you're not harming anyone else by doing it that way. You're not harming anybody else by picking your adventure all the way through and learning from content and reading a bunch of guides and doing all that. But I do think that you're letting yourself down a little bit, because I think that the things that really tied me to this game was the amount of time that I had to spend in each area, because I didn't know how to blow through it. Now I've learned how to blow through it, and I totally could have, steamrolled the Stronghold of Security and gotten money, and then went and bought runes and finished Corsair's Curse, and then went and used those runes to level up killing enemies in Corsair, or in the Corsair's Curse dungeon, to get good drops, and then out those drops or taking them to the Grand Exchange to get more cash stack, and then use that cash stack to outfit myself and to get teleport runes, and then moved around the world and done waterfall quests and rushed myself around. I could have done all of that now that I know how to do it. And if I was making a new account where I had goals, like if there was a league that came out where it was just a race to the highest level that you can get to, those are the things that I would do. I have nothing wrong with those. But I forgot to take my armor off. I'm going to weigh too much. My run energy is going to piss me off. But I think that if you want to really fall in love with this game, I mean, the reason I wanted members was because I had gotten so used to just looking from the outside in to areas that I wanted to go to so badly. Over here at the dig site, just standing here at this gate and just being like, let me in, please. Like, I just want to see what it's like over here. Or that members only section of Varrock where the tea stall is. Just wishing that I was... Is X marks the spot? So here's my thing. I'm worried about doing something on stream that I need to record for the video. But if X marks the spot is that XP, then I might as well just go complete it real quick. So I might just go complete it and just record that real quick. I can just click the record button and do that. Let me teleport back to Lumbridge, and then I'll run to Varrock from Drainer after that. But whenever you stream, you become 30% more stupid. That's how it works. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I have flinched before. I've definitely done Holy Grail by flinching before. It's been a long time since I've used flinching for anything, so I have to brush up on the technique, but I might do it for him. I don't know. I also find that you can mostly eat your way through about anything if you have high enough fishing to catch whatever you want, like lobsters. You can basically eat your way through any fights. I'm not as worried about Elvarg, honestly, as I am about... what's his name? Melzag, or the mage that you have to do his what's it called? His maze. Like, that guy is actually, in my opinion, one of the harder boss fights because of how quickly he hits you. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Listen, man, I go where the God tells me to go, you know? I try to do it. How do you play OSRS now, then, if you can't play it normally? Okay, let me see. What do I need for this? I need to grab that chest out of here. Dude, I love leagues for unlimited run energy. I mean, talk about a dopamine trip. I was trying to fix my sleep schedule when Trailblazer came out. And I played Trailblazer for 37 hours straight without sleeping to get back around the clock. It was just the perfect time. I went and got a big old sausage biscuit, and I came back and I just played Trailblazer for 37 hours. I got to level 80. I did a ton of stuff. I got a dragon longsword. It was a blast, man. What an absolute good time. So... it looks like I'm definitely going to have to train my combat skills. Luckily, I already have 22 attack, 12 strength, 10 defense. I want to get my defense up. I almost feel bad for going into members without being able to equip the rune plate body. But I'll see what I can do, and I'll sort of check my gut about it as we keep going. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. It's so nice of you to say. Okay, let's go over here and let's finish this quest. I want to start recording now, but I'm afraid it might mess up the stream We'll see if my graphics card can handle all this encoding that's going to have to do. Let's press the button and let's see what happens. Okay, so before I start this grind, I'm going to go and finish X marks the spot, because apparently it'll get me to level 9 mining right off the bat, which will extremely speed up my grind. So let's do that, and then that'll be the only quest that I complete during the grind, hopefully. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There it is, guys. That's the clip. And then I just take that, I chop that up, and then I put it wherever it needs to go in the video. By the way, editing the videos for these, like... Chris and I talked about it last night when we were doing our video about the tier list and everything. But it's such an incredible game, because whenever you do something that you're not used to doing, like whenever you do a pure or whenever you do a hardcore Iron Man or anything like that, you go, oh, this is what you guys have been doing. Like, I find that people have this thing where anything that they don't know how to do, they tend to think that they must know how to do it. That this is how it is. The way I imagine it is the way that it must be. And I find that to be super untrue in everything that I do. And making these videos, making these long play videos is like, oh, how the hell does Settle do this, dude? Like, how does he make them so good? It's unbelievable. All of Dragon Slayer is safe spottable? That really makes me want to just rush Dragon Slayer. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. I could see it. Hey guys, nice to see everybody. Yeah, I'm excited to be streaming too, man. It's good out here. I want to do OS3, and I will. So, I'm kind of peaked out currently in the amount of content that I can make while not having my entire life fall apart. So as this picks up more and I get further along in my journey, I want to cover lots of games. I want to do a whole bunch of RuneScape content. I want to do RuneScape 3 because I know that a lot of people haven't played that game, and like, I feel bad for shitting on it in the past and having not played it myself. So I definitely want to play it, and I think it will probably be fun. Okay, so we're finishing this real quick. Dude, this dude has some secrets going on. Boom. No mining rewards. I was lied to. Okay, X marks the spot is done. Let's go back and start our mining grinding. Okay, now we stopped recording, and we're back to this. That is true, but I will say, on my first time playing through RuneScape in general, I safe spotted a lot of things. Like, I beat the Khazard Warlord. Is that the one for the first gnome quest? I beat him by having someone stand between the two of us so that he wouldn't attack me, and I safe spotted him. Oh, I got the... You're right, I did get a lamp. Okay, let's put that on mining. What's that get me to? Level 4. I'll take level 4. That'll be something. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how to scale my UI. I have tried to figure this out, and I can't. Is it just in all settings? Interfaces. Oh! Oh! Look at us, fellas. Look at us. This is why you stream, because you learn things by streaming. Look at this. Now I'm going to have to move my camera up, though. Hold on. Let's do this. Up. Boom. How's that, fellas? Better? Everyone pleased? No, I'm using the actual regular client because I've never used it before, and I feel like that's probably what the new people would use. It hasn't been bad so far. I don't have any plugins, though. I don't have any tile markers. As we go on, we'll reach a point where I'll be like, this is where I think that someone would find out about RuneLite. Yeah, I'm trying, like I said, you have to make your own decisions about these things for sure. And like, I would like to grind up my skills a little bit. I would like to get myself to a point to where going into members would make sense for my character. That I've done enough grinding, I've gotten enough of a cash stack that I can actually play members without having to do a whole bunch of cheese stuff, you know? Apes together work best. We can change this light bulb together. I know that your agility makes your restoration of your run energy better. I'm not a mechanic buff, so this is a thing. I think a lot of people have this sort of idea about me that I'm trying to be some kind of extreme authority on RuneScape. I just have a deep, undying love for this game. I've played it since I was a child. I have done decently well in it for myself. I have lots of friends who are way, 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 way better than me at this game, and we all bond over this game. But I'm not an authority for, you know, I wouldn't know how to get a rune crossbow on a character that's region locked. I wouldn't have all of these ideas for how to do things like that. But I love this game, man. I just play it, you know? It's just what I do. That's what I'm trying to do. I think all free quests and then we'll go for it. We'll see what my stats end up being. I definitely want to grind a little bit beforehand. I don't want to be biting my nails the whole time trying to get to, or worrying about what I'm going to do next, or if I'm going to die in the next quest. I do want to have my stats up a little bit. And also, like, I just enjoy the combat grinds anyways. So I'm really thinking 40 in all base stat, or in base combat stats. And then a little bit of range, maybe 15 or 20, because there's not a whole lot of good range until you get bone crossbow and members, so I'm sort of saving range for that. And then my magic, I want to have at least 33, because I want to be able to telegrab instead of having to spend 10k to get the key from the goblin that's in the jail. Is it the goblin or a person? I can't remember. See, for me, I went members because I completed everything in free-to-play. It was the only thing I asked for Christmas for that year, was just to get membership on RuneScape. There are a lot of people here. Let's mine some copper. I thought it was a goblin. What's it like watching someone who knows less about the game than you guys do? I feel like that must be... I have noticed as well, though, that when you watch somebody doing something, it always feels like they know a little bit less about the game than you do. But like I said, streamer brain is a real thing. Yes, I do know about splashing, but I actually don't like splashing because I like to train magic for drops. That's my usual goal with magic. So... Corsair's Curse, there's, in the dungeon for Corsair's Curse, there are enemies that drop up to rune items, right? And the rune items are really, really good for making early game cash, especially as a free-to-play player. So that's where I want to train. I'm on 301. I feel like 301 is great. Yeah, I'm on the tracks already. That's how I got the Mithril Longsword. Mining level 5. Look at us. Yeah, I have to be able to make money. I'm not using the Grand Exchange, and I'm also not trading with people if I can absolutely avoid it. I could have played an Iron Man, but I want the ability to use the Grand Exchange later because, like I said, I think that this is going to ruffle some feathers. I know people love Iron Man accounts, and I think that it's a really cool challenge as well, but I do think the game was meant to be played by interacting with other people and by trading items. That's the way that I remember playing this game when I was a kid, and that's the way that I enjoy it the most. I do have an Ultimate Iron Man who has some decent skill levels, but, like, you know, that's like a fun extra thing that I do usually. So for combat skills, does anyone know if it's true if do the giant frogs drop big bones? Does anyone know if that's true? Because if the giant frogs drop big bones, then I want to train combat on the giant frogs for a long time. Well, we're already here. I also think de-ironing an account, like, I was floored that Settle decided to do that, but I guess if you already have an Ultimate Iron Man who's maxed, then why wouldn't you de-iron your account? But, you know, I was kind of shocked that Settle decided to de-iron it. I should have this pickaxe equipped and do them whatever. They do drop big bones. Oh, look at you, Baba. Don't tempt me, baby. Dude, do you remember is it like colon wave? Is that how you do it? Or is it slash wave? I can't remember. And then you do something like that. Is that what you would do? Nope. I can't remember at this point in my life. I haven't done it forever. All right, we're going to do giant frogs for combat training then. We have to get 15 mining, and then we'll probably start training our combat skills. I'm excited to do magic. I do have some runes sitting around, and I'll do that. I agree. I think that I've noticed a big shift over the past couple years. Level 6 mining! Good. We're doing great here. Oh, what? Dude, why? Bro, there's plenty of bronze. Why would you come here? Wave, okay. Hey, there it is. Magical, dude. I miss it. You can also do, like... Right? Is that the one? Yeah, look, you can change the color of your text. That's awesome. They were... So I explained this a little bit earlier. I have flinched quest bosses before. I do have a decent amount of combat skills in this game. Like I have done some bossing. I've got a decent kill count on Scurious, and I've done the fire cave or the fight caves, and I've done a little bit of TOA with a friend just to show me how to do it. So I do have like some idea of how to play this game a little bit, but you know, dude, there's no way. Look at he has a. No, he has a bronze pickaxe. Maybe I should ego challenge him. Sometimes it's easier to just not fight the battle. Hold on. Wave to cyan. Hello. Hello. Oh, I didn't do it. Hold on. Why is it not working? Do we have to do it all in one bar? Hold on. Wave to cyan. Oh, level 7 mining. There we go. Early game grinding feels so good because it happens so quickly. Also, RuneScape is such a great game to stream. It doesn't work. They don't let me do it. I don't know why they don't let me do it. Color goes first. We're going to learn here. So what got you guys into RuneScape? I'm always interested in the stories of how people got into RuneScape. Like, my video tomorrow is going to be... So there's a whole 25-minute conversation that Chris and I had about just the game before we even started doing the tier list. I didn't upload that with it because I didn't want to put a video that was called about the tier list and it just took 30 minutes to get to the tier list. Even if I marked it on YouTube for people would just click away from it. So I didn't do that. But... I do have that conversation, and it is really good. I mean, I had such a great time talking to Chris. We hadn't talked in person for such a long time, and we've only talked through RuneScape and Instagram over the past couple years, but he's been super busy. I've been super busy, and it was just incredible to really hear, like, how he did it. So I have this thing wrong with my brain where I enjoy grinding. That's why I think I like RuneScape so much, because I legitimately have a good time turning my brain off and doing something repetitive for a really long time. Now, I will say that going for a 99 in strength at Nightmare Zone, I only got to 93 and then I needed a break from the game because it burned me so bad to have to be turned on every single day of my life. And I mean, I was out working, and I would every 19 minutes just be clicking on Nightmare Zone in order to rock cake back down and to drink my absorptions and then go back into it. You found it on mini clips? Dude, I forgot this game was on mini clips too. That's so cool. Dude, well, welcome here, Dank Mango. Welcome to... This guy's going to be a problem for me. Welcome to the world of RuneScape. I'm glad that you're here, man. That was somewhat recent. Good job for you. Dude, they hate me for only having 93s, bro. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you guys. Okay, to the bank, fellas. I want to actually put my armor and stuff away so that I can have decent. I want to probably mine 10 this time just to be able to smelt all this at some point. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lime Green. That's nice of you to say. Mini clip. So many of you guys found it through mini clip. So I had never heard that before. I completely forgot that was the way that it was. That it was on there for a lot of people. And a lot of people played it through mini clip, right? Like, you guys didn't even play it on the actual Jagex website, yeah? Okay, so let's put our stuff in the bank so that we can have the lowest equip load as possible. And then... deposit all coins. And then we'll equip that pickaxe, and this way we can actually mine a full inventory. Let's grind together, boys. Let's get it, dudes. Look, we got a friend. We're ganging up out here, fellas. I dare someone to try to mine my rocks now. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do in this game, though. Like, this is the thing. I saw a comment on the Chris's tier list where someone said he seems like he doesn't even like the game. And I don't know how to say this in a way that is favoring of this game, so I'm just going to say it. If you've played this game long enough, you love this game, but you kind of don't like it like that, you know? Like, thank you, dude. That's so nice of you, Flashin'. That's so just extremely cool. I mean, you like it. You have extremely... I'm in World 301. You have extremely fond memories of it, but you don't... You have to do things that are brutal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to... level 8, oh, we're gonna do it. We're getting to level 15 mining, and then we're gonna go do combats. It's gonna be so good. You have to do things that you otherwise wouldn't in your life, like take dedication and dump it onto something that would otherwise be frivolous in order to get through. And that makes you have these kind of weird mixed emotions. You have your favorite training methods, you have your least favorite training methods. But it's like trying to pick your favorite dog that bites you every time you come around it. So it's this odd sort of thing. But like, you'll find this kind of peace in quieting that voice inside of you that gets you to these points. You know, I had to get level 93 strength whenever I did that. I had to. It was important to me. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It wasn't until I got to 93 that I finally felt like, okay, I've quieted that voice and I can go back to just playing this game the way that I want to for a while. I thought I was going to have to get to 99. I really did. And it just quieted the voice, so then I could go back to it. Exactly. You like the result. It's like everything else in life, you know? Like, this is a... Life mirrors RuneScape in such an incredible way, and I think that's because the person who designed this game really knew what they were doing. Everything in your life that you're going to have to do is going to be an extreme grind, and the result that you get from that grind is going to be the quest that you're trying to finish. And once you finish the quest, what you're going to realize is that that whole grind that you did sticks out in your brain more than accomplishing that one thing. That you became the person that you wanted to be during the grind, and you didn't even notice it happening. That you molded yourself over time so that you could do the thing that you wanted to do, and you weren't the person at the beginning, and now you're the person at the end, but it wasn't because you got to the end. That had nothing to do with it. What is up, everybody? Everyone's popping in. So, do you guys think that most people who play this game are unmaxed, or do you guys... Whoa, Jess is out here crazy geared up right now. Do you guys think that people are maxed who are playing this game, or do you think that most people who are playing this game are unmaxed? Level 9. What are you doing with the big bones? Are you just burying them, or are you taking them to an altar? I'm assuming since your first time, you're probably burying. That's what I'm trying to do as well. I said it the other day, dude. I played this entire game for 5 years and didn't have 43 prayer. I think I was at 41 prayer. I just didn't like killing stuff for big bones. Listen, I'm not maxed either. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's this weird idea that floats around in the RuneScape community that you don't know anything about this game until you're maxed, but I just think that's untrue. I think you don't know about how hard it is to max until you're maxed, but I don't think that you actually can do it. No, I actually don't know how to solve the Rubik's Cube. My name came from a D&D character that I made who was a monk. And he was just an absolute idiot monk who just followed God because he was raised that way. And he just, in the simplest way, followed the tenets. And his name was Rubus Cubus. Only 60K maxed accounts. That's nutso, dude. Yeah, I've played Iron Man, you know, like, and I've watched a lot of Iron Man content. I do think that dude, it's just insane. I can't believe this is happening right now. I enjoy playing Iron Man, but it's just not my favorite thing to do. And I think that it's sort of glorified by the people who I'm not a RuneScape streamer. This is, you know, this is just a coincidence that I'm doing all this. Because of people like Settled, there has been this big push to play Iron Man because he makes it look so good and so interesting. And that's his skill, you know? And for some people, it clicks really, really well. And I agree, it's extremely, extremely fun. I'll learn to do a Rubik's Cube at some point. But I don't know. I think there's something special about this experience. That's all I'm saying. I really do. And I think that the Iron Man experience is special too, but I think this edges it out just a little bit. I want to have no job, dude. I wish, dude. I would love to have a max account. Chris talked about how his work suffered because he maxed his account. That he that he ran into issues at his job because he was too busy trying to play RuneScape slyly on the side. I also do think that everyone should give Iron Man a try, at least for a little while. I think that it does open your eyes to the way that you don't need to do all of these things. And I think that you can take some of the tenets from playing Iron Man and bring them into normal RuneScape with you and have more fun in the regular game. Do it, Ava. Let's keep playing. Let's play forever. We'll be here for the rest of our lives, dude, you know? I will be logging into RuneScape when I'm in my 70s. I guarantee it. How fast can you solve a Rubik's Cube, J-Beard? So, you're extremely high level, Jess. I'm assuming that you, Oh, I've got full inventory. Cool. I'm assuming that you, are mostly max. I can't look you up because the RuneScape UI doesn't have the lookup one here, but I would if I could. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know, you know, I think a lot about the fact that they're going to be adding new content to RuneScape over the years, and they have been adding new content for a long time, and I like that you can find new and interesting things, but I do think there's a problem with that where once you've maxed, all of the new content can be sort of useless to you. Like, Scurious is a very cool boss, especially if you're not a super high-level player who's already doing raids. But as someone who is doing those things, there's really no purpose to do it other than to get the pet. So I don't know. Adding new content to this game is difficult. I think they have to do it in order to keep it going, and I'm glad that they're doing it, but it has some built-in issues with this game. Where's my water? Did I drink all of my... I drank all of my water already. Well, guess we're dehydrating out here, just slowly going down. $23 pets. Jeez, dude. I don't think I have any pets. I got a pet during leagues. I got the woodcutting pet. $2,153 total. You are killing it, dude. You're inching up on it. You're inching up on it. Back to Copper Rocks. So I have been purposefully avoiding any spoilers on sailing because I want to wait until the skill comes out before I actually know what's going on. Chris mentioned some things about it last night, and I kind of try to tune them out. I think that it's okay to add another skill. It does sort of... We do sort of have this problem where it could be a terrible skill, and they just won't do it well, and it'll cause a whole bunch of issues, and they'll have to take it back out of the game. Thank you so much, Tiff. I appreciate that. And that could be a problem. But as long as they do it well, I don't think there's anything wrong with adding it into the game. What do you guys think about the idea of them bringing back summoning? I know they keep trying to get us to let them bring back summoning, but summoning is what pushed me out of this game one of the first times that it pushed me out. Okay, where do I open up? Listen, I've never had friends on this game before. Where do I open up my clan chat? Is it over here? Here. Chat channel. How do I do this? How do I make... Do I have to go to the Grand Exchange to make one? Really, Patrick? You don't want any new skills? Can you expand on that a little bit? Ooh, Volcano Pet. Look at you, man. You're really killing it. I don't think that sailing will ever come out personally. I mean, like, they keep teasing it. There for a minute, it was on... Was it an April Fool's joke that it was in your skill list? I can now use black pickaxes. We're almost to 15. I'm excited for this grind to be over so I can get to combat. Just go into it in the 2 smiley face tab. How do I open this up? Yellow smileys. Chat channel. You need a skill total of 150 or some membership credit to use these chat channels. They don't want me to do it. Sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. I have ADHD, you know, so this is a difficult thing for me to keep all of it going at once. How close are we? We're really close to 155. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe today we'll get there. Man, when the towers fell, I was 6 years old. I was probably already playing RuneScape. Ooh, sandwiches. A kebab. Aw, that one sucks. Fine, I'll take it. I'm always here for free food, especially early on. Yeah, I know some people enjoyed summoning. I literally couldn't figure out how to do it as a kid, or at least I couldn't figure out how to do it efficiently. But you've got to think, when I was a kid, the extent of my RuneScape abilities, I mean, the hardest quest I ever beat was Monkey Madness. Hey, we're the same age. Cool, dude. Yeah, I'm 29. My total is 122, by the way, in case I didn't say it earlier. Thank you. I appreciate you saying you love the OSRS content, dude. That's nice of you. So range ends up being one of the most powerful skills in the game. It has some of the highest accuracy, and it has some of the highest DPS. And in places where you can use it, it can often be one of the greatest abilities to safe spot with. And also it can be one of the easiest ways to get through a challenge that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get through. So like in the fight caves, range is one of the easiest ways to do it because it has the simplest strategy in order to do it with. But it's really, really powerful. And for like the least amount of gold too. That's another thing. I mean, you can get a bone crossbow in members, and you can just start obliterating stuff. Look at these people showing up. What's up, fellas? Nice to see everyone. Kebabs can heal up to 30 HP? Since when? I trust in the mods too. And I also know that if I don't like something, I don't have to do it. You know, I am a very, like, I am able to, what's the term here? Compartmentalize things very well. So I'm not too worried about any of that. Oh yeah, dude. We're all the same age until about 34, and then you were the older kid who I was hanging out with, like the older kid who showed me this game originally. Then you're a whole different thing than me. I'm not taking the rune longswords. I can't do it, fellas. I wish I could, but I can't do it. I can't be spooned. I can't be spooned. Look at those mind runes. Dude, stop tempting me. Yeah, rune crossbow's great. The blowpipe is a game changer. I spent a bunch of, like, a huge chunk of my cash stack on a blowpipe so that I could do the fight caves, and it changed everything for me. And then I spent the rest of my cash stack on divines and whatever bolt or the dragon darts for the blowpipe. Not for the whole fight caves, but just for jab. That's how I ended up doing it. They try to run ads way too often. I'm skipping most of these ads, just so you guys know. So apologies if you get caught with one at a bad time. Dude, have you done Monkey Madness before, Jaybeard? Dude, Desert Treasure 2 is... You have to know how to boss in order to do it. I haven't done Desert Treasure 2 yet, but I'm really excited to once I get the requirements for it. But it is ridiculous that it is such a difficult quest for people who are just here for questing. Listen, I felt that was my truth at the time, and this is my truth now, you know? Like... Your gut instinct changes. Over the past couple of weeks, as I've like started doing RuneScape content, my gut has just been telling me to follow it. You see things online, you see little videos of people talking about things, and they make a mark on you, and they make you feel that you should do something. I am going to make a CC. I just have to get to level 150 total level before I can do it. And I just started feeling like I should do more RuneScape content. I've been sort of looking for my niche on on YouTube for a long time, and I've always been interested in doing the video game sector because I love video games more than any other hobby that I have. I play music, I like working out, I do lots of different things. I'm a software engineer. I'm in school for that. But the thing that I enjoy more than anything else in my life is playing video games. If I could just play video games for the rest of my life, that's what I would do. Like, it's always been that way ever since I was a child. I think a lot of us are the same way. And old school RuneScape is a game that I have played for an extremely long time and have more love for it than any other video game. So I just think it kind of makes this weird sense that I'm here making content for it right now. It just feels good. Look at all the people who can't trade yet. They're all in the same situation that I am. Oh, dude. So my Slayer level on my main is only 62 right now. And it is frustrating. I saw such a good comment about Slayer the other day or today, that Slayer is best if you do it when you're low level because it shows you easy ways to train your combat skills and it stays relevant for your character. But the longer that you wait to do Slayer, the more you're going to hate Slayer. So one of the first things I'm going to do when I get to members is start doing Slayer tasks, because if I'm going to test out that theory. I know that I'll already be 30, 40 combat level, but still doing Slayer tasks should be good combat training for my character at that point, and we'll see if that's true or not. Hey, thanks for that, man. I'm excited about it. I love software engineering. It's really, really difficult. I'm currently in data structures and algorithms, and it's frying my little brain out, but I do love it. It's a very interesting thing, and I feel like it's helping me think better. I want to go over here to this rock because he's using these two. Yeah, I need 15 mining in order to finish Dorks. That's the only reason I'm getting mining right now. Hey man, you're better off than what I was. I mean, I'm base. All of my combats are over 80 now, I'm pretty sure, and I only have 60 something Slayer, and I only got that 60 Slayer. I was at like 48 prior to that. 13, we're almost there. Use lamps on Slayer until like 60 and have no points. That's insane, dude. What a good strat though. I love that you can absolutely skip it. Listen, I'm willing to give Slayer another chance for you guys, but just be warned that I do not like Slayer. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to end up in tech. I like would love to get a job in it and figure that out at some point. I hope that it happens for me. I really like the idea of developing apps. I think that's such a fun concept and problem solving. I do have friends who are in it, and I'm hoping that there will be a pathway for me to go through that. But I'm AWS certified currently and working on a few other certifications and things. So it's pretty good. I would kill for some drops for decent gear at this point. I was looking up just how to get like iron plate legs without making them yourself, and the monsters are either only members or way too high level for me. Yeah, dude, I'm happy to hang out. It's thanks for hanging out too, Z-Woots. Z-Woot-Woots. Tears of God thanks every single week, dude. Some people hate certain skills in this game, you know? It's just the way that it is. Look at the mining cave, dude. Oh, dude, they're ridiculous. You guys are so... You guys have really committed to it. I like it, dude. I'm glad that you guys are such high level. This is our life, you know? Like, sometimes I feel like that everything I do in life is just to fill in the gaps between the time that I'm playing RuneScape. No, I'm not doing Iron Man, but I'm not looking for handouts either. I'm trying to... I'm basically doing Iron Man for a long time. Later on, as this account progresses and as we get further in the game, I will be asking for help with things. Like, you know, if we're going to do bosses or raids or something, I'll be super down for that. And I don't have any problem with doing it and meeting some of you guys for real and playing a little bit and enjoying the time together. But early game, I'm just going to stick, you know, with getting things myself because I like the challenge of it. Huh. Slayer's your favorite skill after you never train it until... That's pretty interesting. What made it your favorite skill? 14. One more level, guys. Rune Semi, stop. You guys are tempting me. I'm like, that would be such good... That would be such good training. You're not supposed to start Slayer until 85 combat? That seems insane to me. Welcome back, biggest boy. That was a long break, but you're here now. Welcome home. Yeah, dude. I'll add, you know, I mean, like, I'll add everybody if you guys want me to. Like, log in and just like come to World 301 and find me. And if you talk around me and you just say add me, and I'll add you to my friends list. Oh, dude, I would love to do that for Barbarian Assault for Twister Grind. We can also do pest control as well if you guys are interested in doing pest control once, because I'd love to get Void Knight. Is it Void Knight? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I really think I might not even train range until I get to members, and or if I do, I'll train it enough just to use a bone crossbow, and then I'll do that. There's very few XP rewards in general in free-to-play. Free-to-play grinding is pretty terrible, if we're being honest. He sold everything to flex that outfit. That's so funny. There we go. Okay. How much more do I got? 169. So just a few more XP drops, and then we'll be there. Yo! What's up, Daily Shorts? Say what? Oh, God, guys. Hey, thanks everyone for showing up, by the way. This is, like, just extremely cool of you guys. For real. You guys mind if I take a photo of how many of you guys are here watching right now? Because it's super cool, you know? Like, I don't know how to explain to you guys that, not to be like that guy or anything, but, so I started streaming in like 2017, you know? And, like, it's been a huge grind of my life to try to figure out this whole content creation thing and to get here to where I can meet all of you guys, you know? Like, and I'm really appreciative of it. So thanks. Thanks, guys. We're at like level 40 streaming or whatever right now. That's where this grind has led us to. All right, let's get a couple more copper, and we'll try to like even it out so that we have enough to smelt everything, and then we'll do that at some point. 69, baby. It was 70 when I took the photo, actually, Roxy. So guys, what do you think? Should I stream? So I'm very, very work heavy in my life. But I need to do these grinds. This will be very important. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll start streaming the grinds whenever I do them. I don't know if I'll stream me actually doing the quests because I have to put too much focus into doing the quests and making sure that I get the content for it. Okay? Added. Sorry, I didn't see you. I'm too focused on nonsense. But I will stream the grinds from now on if you guys are cool with that. Hey, thank you for watching, man. It's all from you, you know? I appreciate you guys for enjoying the content and coming out and watching. It's very cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that I can do free-to-play completely done with just 15 mining and the levels that I have, except for training up my combat levels and my magic levels. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's all I have to do. And we're talking, like, not a lot of grinding. Like I said, I'll probably get to, like, base 30 in my combats and then just try to go for Dragon Slayer. Maybe do 40 attack or something just for the accuracy. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I understand the algorithm or anything. I don't know if anyone understands the algorithm. Level 15. Okay, we're good. We can do this now. Now we can go to the large frogs, the giant frogs. I'm not going to say I understand the algorithm because I definitely don't. Actually, I might need to. We'll see if I can do giant frogs. I'll grab some food and we'll see if that works out. I definitely don't understand the algorithm, but I do feel like I have a little bit of a groove with it right now that I sort of. I'm paying attention. I'm trying to do the best that I can. Heck yeah, dude. We're hanging out. Grinding. Doing our things. Okay, let's grab our mithril sword. Let's grab what armor we have. We'll go ahead and take out our kebab, and we'll take out our food. And then The frogs are really close to that fishing spot, and I can do more fishing anyways. So I'll take these. And let me equip all of my armor, and I'll take an axe with me as well. And I'll take a tinderbox, and we can just cook everything there. So as we get lower on our stats, I don't know if I can actually fight those frogs yet. If I can't, I'll end up going to goblins again and just grinding out some goblins. But I think I can do the frogs. I don't want everything, actually. Put those back in. And then that. I think that's a pretty good setup. Is that fishing spot there rottable? It is a new account, yes. No way it's that busy. Is it really that busy? It is. I'm at the, oh, hey. Sorry, Gao, didn't see you there. Gao? Bam. Jow? Okay, now let's head back to Lumbridge. I'm going to Lumbridge teleport. Yeah, I definitely will. I have a beginner clue scroll. I need a leather body for it, and I need to do crafting in order to be able to make a leather body. That's the only way that I'll be able to do it. Who else? Was there someone else who said add, please? No, okay. I will definitely get to doing that for sure. But I'm not doing any quests on this. I'm just grinding currently. We'll see if I can do this or not. I'm sure I'll probably be fine. No, I'm not at level 150 yet, so we don't have a CC. Soon. We're getting closer. I'm at 126, 24 more levels. Jow. Jousp. Big frog? Those aren't the right frogs, right? Are those the right frogs? These ones drop big bones? These aren't the right frogs. It's level like 21 frogs, right? I love watching high-level players just sprint towards me. It's not these guys, yeah? We'll see. We'll see if he drops it. I doubt he will. The giant frogs. I have to locate them. There they are. Oh, they're only level 13? Easy peasy, dude. Come here. We've got this. Oh, man, combat grinding is just one of those things that never gets old. Like, it just feels so good to watch your numbers go up and to test your skills against enemies. Dude, everyone's thing in Slayer, everyone's reason for liking Slayer so much is it's a moneymaker. It's a huge moneymaker. And just like in real life, I just don't care about the money that much, you know? Like, I'm trying to maximize for my own enjoyment. And I just, you know, when you don't like a skill, you just don't like a skill. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, Connor. That's so nice of you. I think YouTube will save it as a like on my channel. I'm not completely sure about that. I don't exactly know how it works. But I will try to check after this, and I will try to upload these grinding videos. Oh shoot. There we go. Yes, very nice for training. I can easily click and then look away as long as I don't die. I might die at some point here. Yes, strength level 13. We're getting there, dude. Oh. Yes, I can definitely add you. Once I max out my friends list, guys, that's it. The early adopters are here to stay, and that's it. Combat level 19. Hit points level up. Enjoy it, Apex. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Nice to meet you. I am 29 years old, Joker. Dude, mid-game felt so painfully weak to me for such a long time. And then, like you said, eventually you just start hitting massive numbers and it feels like it comes out of nowhere. It's such a good feeling. I'm not taking handouts, dude. Okay, what else? I'm sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to too many things now. There's a giant frog. I took it over here. Nope. All right. Gotta wait for a spawn. Oh, there's one over there. Actually, there's one right here. But no handouts. Oh, okay, I'll take it. What is it? Hold on, let me kill this frog. Cool. I'm glad that YouTube will auto archive the VOD so we can have this up there. Sweet, dude. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I'll be here. Thanks, Fruit. There we go. Listen, this is a pretty huge handout. We're gonna store these away for later days. That's honestly like pretty massive, dude. Like for a new account, 200 lobsters, that's a big deal. It would have taken me days to fish for 200 lobsters back in the day. Describe early, mid, and late game. Early, mid, and late game. Okay. So early game in RuneScape is like magic. Everything feels interesting and brand new. You can't believe the amount of things that there are to do in this game that seems extremely simple. It can be really boring for some people, but if you push through some of the boring stuff, you discover that there's a lot going on that you didn't know about. You discover all the little inner working mechanics, how the quests are tying together. You sort of start to know how this game is working. The things that it's actually having you do. Another level in strength, there we go. Like, there's what the game looks like, and then there's what the game is. And so you start to understand what the game is as you level your skills up, and then you hit mid-game. To me, RuneScape's early, mid, and late game are points in your playing, not necessarily in your account growth. I've met plenty of people who are lower level in the game and are definitely already mid-game. Of course I can add you, Ava. And then when you get to mid-game, that's when you start doing a big bulk of quests. That's when you start getting your first real goals in this game. That's when you start deciding what you're going to do and how you're going to tackle this game. That's when you understand that there are people out there maxing their accounts and doing all these crazy efficient things, and there's all these skills like tick manipulation and all of those kinds of things. And that's where mid-game is. Late game, I think late game starts happening when you start to get closer to maxing your account, so you're getting base 80s around in there. You can start doing raids and you start working towards really, 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 really difficult goals like getting some of the best in slot gear. No, I'm not an Iron Man, but I'm playing basically like an Iron Man. I'm not going to use... I'm not trading with people or doing any of that stuff. Leveling an account, I like to see that. I like the amount of people... And so this is the interesting thing about RuneScape, right? So, like, or not RuneScape, YouTube. So on YouTube, there are going to be people who just see you and they don't like you. That's how the internet works, and that's the way that it's been forever and always. It doesn't bother me. It's just how it is. And people want to say all of these things. Like, there was a guy in the comment section who said that Chris was basically a bot because of the way that he maxed out his account. And I thought that was such an insane thing to say, that somebody who claims that they have super high level accounts feels that way about somebody else who's put in 6,000 hours into it. I like the name, Sesimus. That's cool. I'm gonna have to go fish in a second. See, I don't even have a quest cape yet. I have a bunch of skills that are much higher level. There's just certain skills that I don't really enjoy doing. I love doing quests, but, you know, some people want to get the quest cape as quickly as possible. It is a super useful thing to do. It unlocks a ton of content for you. But I've had so much stuff to distract me that I've always wanted to do in this game that I haven't had any immediate desire to go get a quest cape yet. It'll happen eventually, but it hasn't happened yet. Okay, I'm going to go fish a little bit, guys. Dude, people get way too worked up over everything. One of my core tenets in life is that it's not that serious. I have, and this is a problem with me, but I will judge people a little bit based on how they treat other human beings. Like, I think it's bizarre that you see someone who you disagree with and you think, I'm allowed to be mean to this person. It's a temptation for me. I grew up roasting other people because we all roasted each other. Me and my friend group were relentless with each other. That's how we all got super thick skin. And like, it is so hard whenever I see people who are just like being rude in my comments and like going out of their way to insult people, to not just tell them to shut up. It's so hard for me not to do that. But I believe that the way that I treat other human beings directly reflects how I actually am as a person. And so it's just strange to me that somebody can be super high level in RuneScape and have given all that commitment and know how hard it is to do it and still be mean to other human beings. I don't know how you get to that point. Yeah, no, 100%. It's just, you know, I just haven't gotten the quest cape yet. I don't know. Props to the people who have. I'll do it one day for sure. I love player-owned house. That'll definitely be something that I'll be doing in this game for sure. And you know, trying to unlock all the things that I need for player-owned house and getting that money grind up. Yeah, I think a lot of this playthrough is sort of me trying to justify this sort of love that I have for this game. You know, I get caught up in all that stuff too, where I think like this is too valuable for me not to do. And I'll end up doing things that I'm not actually enjoying in the moment while playing this game to circumvent doing things that I do enjoy doing more. Like I'll try to take a grind from 100 hours down to 70 hours by doing something for 10 hours that I hate on the grind that I would have loved to do for 100 hours. And I think that like I'm trying to get that out of my brain a little bit currently. Hey, welcome to the Max Club, dude. I'm not in it, but good luck, or congratulations to you, James. I also don't follow the updates super heavily. Like, I do play quite a bit, but like, you know, during the week when I'm working and things, like I'm not playing a ton. So like, I don't know, man. You know, I log in. If there's new content that I'm interested in, I go and look it up and I figure out how to do it and all that stuff. But like, I don't know. I would like to cover the roadmaps when they start happening though, and just sort of talking about it. See how I feel about it. Been chilling. Big chilling, dude. Absolutely big chilling out here. And also, like, I think there's a thing that happens with people where they sort of see someone doing something. Oh, we had a drop. We had our first drop, fellas. We had our first drop. No, well, it depends. I'll usually do it on my phone. A lot of my work isn't at a desk. I actually run like a soap business where I make soap and lip scrubs and things like that, and I make those products. And so a lot of my work is done standing up at a table making things. Yeah, we had our first little drop. I'm worried that we might start having issues with it. Like I said, my ISP does tend to get a little bit irritated whenever I'm streaming, but we'll see what happens. Not that impressive. Dude, log into RuneScape, go to the Grand Exchange on a populated world, and tell them that you maxed your account out and get all the congratulations there. When I got my fire cape, all I did was go to the Grand Exchange and say, I just got my first fire cape, and I got so many congratulations. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game. Are there any logs around? Are there any trees around here that I can cut at all? Fishing level 8. Look at us, man. We're really getting there. Total level 131. 19 more levels, then we can make the clan chat. So what's your guys' favorite skill in RuneScape? Like, number one, you could do that skill forever and you'd be completely okay doing it. I think if I had to pick one that's just a straight skilling skill, it would probably be woodcutting. I would probably have to say woodcutting, just like to actually do it, or farming. Those two are really, really good for me. Thanks, Cool Rock. I will. I appreciate that. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Slayer. A lot of people like Slayer. Agility. Rune crafting. Rooftop agility. Fishing. Hey, man, some people love fishing. You can love fishing. I just personally don't, you know? No problem. Mining. Mining's cool. Cooking's good. I genuinely think that cooking can be good for a lot of people. I think I placed that pretty high on my tier list. I enjoy cooking. When I was a kid, I really enjoyed cooking on this game. Mining, woodcutting. Dude, you do make a lot of friends woodcutting. I do like that. I like that they made it to where you get the invisible level boost whenever you're doing woodcutting with other people now, because I do think that it's a skill that you should do with other people. Chris liked rune crafting. I was kind of surprised, but the way he described it by getting that special essence that gave him 1.5 times XP and then doing all of it, it made sense to me because he sort of like circumvented a grind by doing that, you know? It was interesting the way he had thought of to finish that out. Temperos. I haven't done Temperos. Whenever someone talks about it, I get very insecure. Dude, mining is so brutal in this game. I really think that it's probably one of my least favorite skills to actually grind. Yeah, I've done Guardians of the Rift only for the quest. I haven't actually done Guardians of the Rift at all. Okay, I'm gonna go cook these fish now, and I'm gonna get back to it. I need a tree. I guess I'll run over here and find a tree. Hey, congrats on the 99 rune crafting, dude. That's awesome. I didn't know there's a yew tree just right. Actually, I did know there was a yew tree right there. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oak. Is there just a regular tree anywhere? Yeah, let's go over. There's one right there. Let's chop that. Oh, wait. He has a fire literally right here. I don't even need to. Let's cook on his fire. Stealing it. Shooting stars. I've done shooting stars only a little bit. I have a friend who introduced me to them. I had known about shooting stars forever, but I just never actually worked at doing them. And I've done those for just a little bit on my main. I feel like I did that with Nightmare Zone as well. Hunter's really fun, dude. I enjoy Hunter. I can't help it. Have I added you already? I think I have. Level 13 cooking. Cooking is such a quick grind, dude. Yeah, there's real people in this game, dude. Isn't that wild? Okay, I'm gonna go back and do some more combat. Tick manipulating chins? I don't think I've ever tick manipulated. Oh, you mean for catching them? Okay, yeah. Hunter rumors. I haven't done hunter rumors yet. Chris said it's basically like Slayer but for hunter, so I'll have to check into that too whenever we get to that point. Woodcutting is very slow, but I do like the AFK ability of it. And like I said, I just feel like the vibes in the areas that you woodcut in are good. I like the yew trees around Varrock. I think that's a fun place to be. I'm excited to get to Wintertot for some money. Bursting is a fun thing. Getting ancient magics in RuneScape is one of the greatest feelings of the entire game, hands down. Like, I don't know if it's the same for people who've just started now, but when I was a kid, being in Castle Wars and being frozen solid and having someone ruin my day was just absolutely life-changing. I just needed to be able to do that. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for being here to watch the progress. I appreciate you, Connor. Look at our strength levels going up, dude. This will be a good grind for multiple skills, honestly. Dude, could you imagine, Moon? Just that's so funny. Just being there and seeing a star fall out of the sky, and you're like, what just happened? Look at all the shrimps, dude. I've got to get them myself. Dude, clue scrolls are really good in general for dopamine. I love that shit. I'm so glad for the clue scroll helper on RuneLite, though, because when I was a kid, trying to use a compass and sextant was completely impossible for me. I did not understand what they wanted me to do. I could not get it. And there were no videos. You couldn't watch a video of someone doing it. You had to read a poorly written, typed-out guide on the internet for it. Yeah, dude, the people who feel like that you owe them something by just being in this game and they want to argue with you and fight with you are pretty bizarre to me, dude. I don't understand what their problem is, you know? It's very strange. RuneScape always has a little bit of a learning curve whenever you get back into it, where you have to remember what you were doing and how to do what you were doing, and then once you fall back into it, it's like riding a bike. It's always good to come back, for sure. I think that some of the most exciting times are that like hour 10 when you're back from a break, where you're back into a goal and you're pushing really hard, and then I think the worst time in RuneScape is that last couple hours of a grind, and then... Okay, second best is that hour 10. The worst part is that last 2 hours of a grind, and then the best part is that end of the grind. No, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight this frog. Leave me alone, frog. Fine, I'll fight the frog. Dude, congratulations on the 98 strength. You're going to get there, dude. You are. You're almost done with it. Just another short, you know, I don't know, 20 hours of being AFK or something. I always used Zybes for like quest help and everything. Does anyone remember the videos that they would do on Zybes? Am I crazy for remembering those? Dude, the sound design in RuneScape is top tier. Absolutely perfect. Does it really? That'll be cool. Oh, dude, shout out to the people who could have ruined our account. Shout out to the people who could have ruined our accounts by having access to them and were absolutely decent people and didn't do that. I definitely have friends who stole stuff off my accounts or even just straight up stole my accounts when I was a kid. My first main account that I had was named Darko25. I have no idea what he's named now because the amount of people who that account is traded through, up a strength level, up a combat level, we are getting there, fellas. We are doing this. What's my strength now? 16. Cool. When I get to 20, I'll pull my defense up there as well just to make this grind a little bit easier on me. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, that account had traded hands so many times that I have no idea where it's actually at or what it's doing anymore. I agree with you, Ava. I think that, like, there can be a little bit of a postpartum sort of thing with achieving a goal in this game where, like, you finally reach this thing that you've been trying to do forever. And Chris talked about this a little bit last night about how since he's maxed, he just sort of really hasn't found like a goal that's worth working to for him yet. And he's trying to figure that out now by playing some pures and doing stuff like that. That's a real thing for sure. The gold trimming service, classic, dude. No, Darko25, Dark025. This is going to be the funniest thing. So, oh, cool. I got superhuman strength now, level 13 prayer. We're getting there. So I was playing at the time Legend of Dragoon for PlayStation 1, and the main character in it was Dart, D-A-R-T, and I wanted to name my character Dart025. And the friend who was introducing me to RuneScape, oh, hit points level. We're gaming, dude. The friend who introduced me to RuneScape said, you should make it Dark instead of Dart, and I just went along with it and did that. Poor fruit, dude. Poor fruit, dude. Stolen and then used for nothing important. Out there just doing the wilderness. Dude, Legend of Dragoon is one of my favorite PlayStation 1 RPGs. That and Chrono Cross are probably like my two favorites. Feeling a little burned right now, Connor? A little burned out of the game? I think it's okay to take breaks, you know? Other people have thoughts about it, but I think it's totally fun. The Dark Boner? The Dark Boner? Dude. I didn't know we had a badass over here, dude. I remember, dude, how good was it saying gamer words back in the day? I remember using gamer words and people being like, I didn't know you were one of them. Yeah, everyone says that because it's honestly true, dude. Like, you never do quit this game. I mean, I have been playing since I was 6 years old. It's been 23 years of my life playing this game. Not consistently, but it has been 23 years of my life playing this game. Strength level 17. Easy grinds out here, fellas. Easy grinds. Base 20 is going to be huge, period. Finger break equals EXP lost. How common are breaks for you guys? Are you guys like, do you guys usually take breaks, or are you a little more committed than that? Hey, there's literally a tree right there. I didn't realize. I'll play like 2 months, and then I'll take like a couple weeks break, and then I'll end up coming back to it pretty quickly after that. Okay, I'm gonna go take a whiz right back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. I see the plan. I see the plan forming. Putting a Zen in. Let's see what everyone's break schedule is. I started playing during RuneScape Classic. That was the first time that I started playing. Like I was legs barely moving, walking around, no animations, RuneScape Classic playing. Learning about certs and stuff back then. "18-year-old nephew," dude, that's crazy to think about. I also have people who like I have a nephew who's now turning 13, and I just feel like, I remember when you were a baby. This is crazy. Hello, Foolish. Nice to meet you. Oh no, I don't have any food. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to get... Okay, we might have to run here. Hold on, I have to super focus. If I get hit with another 2, I've got to split. Come on. Come on, new player. Come on. Up. We can still do this. We can still do this. Yes! Oh, gritty, dude. Absolutely gritty. Okay. Let's go back and... Where am I at? Let's go back south. Let's go to the fishing spot. Let's fish some more food, and then we'll come back and we'll do this grind. I think I'm going to grind combat stats to level 20 tonight, so 20 strength, 20 attack, 20 defense, and then I'll hop off for the night. Tomorrow I'll log in and I'll do the quests that I need to do because I'll have all the stats for it, and then whenever I get to it, I will come back and stream me getting to 30s and everything, and probably 40 attack or 40 defense or something, just so I can have room for everything else. I have not been able to max an account yet, no. So, Sano, I am grinding for Dragon Slayer primarily right now. I just thought I'd do some streaming. I thought that would be the best thing to do tonight while I'm doing a little bit of grinding. I didn't want to film the quests today because I had some other stuff going on earlier. So I'll probably film the quest tomorrow. And yeah, I'm grinding for Dragon Slayer. Level 9 fishing. And, you know, just getting the skills up is a good thing in general. Can we get back to baiting, please? There we go. Thank you. I also remember people running around in Barros and in Bandos with whips and Nezzy helms. I remember, you know, seeing someone with a dragon chain body and being floored by it. I remember all of those little things that I think imprinted on us super, super heavily. Dude, it takes a long time to max. It's ridiculous. Well, I appreciate that, Foolish. You know, I think of myself more as like an MMO streamer and a personality-based YouTuber in general. That's what I try to think of myself as. But, you know, RuneScape's a huge part of my personality, so I'm happy to be making content for it. I'm glad that you guys like it. Good for you, Vibrata. I hope everything turns out fine. I know I laugh because it's a funny situation, but I'm sure for you it's not funny. I've had sick pets before, and it's brutal and really, really disheartening. Everything comes around. I don't think I could do by release. What Jimmy does is psycho level stuff, dude. The grinds that he has to put himself through to get to certain levels because he can't do other quests before he can do certain ones seems terrible. What skill do I hate the most? Probably... Runecrafting is my lowest skill, but I haven't done it enough to know if I hate it the most. Maybe mining. Maybe mining is my favorite, or is my least favorite one, if I had to pick one. I like all of the skills in RuneScape. This is the thing. Ranking, it's like ordering your kids, you know? The tier list, a lot of people think, like like, that means that I think that it should be taken out of the game, but it's just my least favorite thing to do where there's something, entwined with it or whatever. But, like, you love all the skills. You bond with them. It's trauma, They put you through horrible experiences. I can now fish for herring? Bro, we're getting there now. Now we got better food. I can cook herring. Yeah, I'm definitely in that middle range of RuneScaper. I think I'm a really good conduit for the average lay RuneScaper in general. Oh, yeah, Zed? Everything about the game, huh? Chris is an incredible person, truly. Yeah, I know a lot of people do Guardians of the Rift. Sailing, I'll be interested to see how it does. I don't think it will come out for any time. I've heard that the recent Motherlode mine updates are actually pretty good. I need to check into it more. I haven't done any Motherlode mine since like 6 months ago. I don't hate doing agility. Like, honestly, like, I have really fond memories of doing agility with people over at my house, having a laptop on my lap and having friends play video games while I'm doing agility. That's, like, good memories to me. I'm sorry you got lured, dude. Oh, you've learned. Thanks for the fires, guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and cook. You've learned a valuable lesson in RuneScape, and it only took you until you got your first fire cave. Good job. I'm proud of you. Oh, I burned those too. Well, it is what it is, fellas. The agility pyramid's like really good for money, right? I might do that whenever I do agility, just to get some money on this account. What do you call me? I mean, you can call me Rubus if you want to. I don't know if you guys know my real name. My real name is Cole. But I've always felt weird about my real name. Rubus is totally fine. With a C. Cole with a C. My mom was reading a book, like a romance novel, when she was pregnant with me, and pregnant ladies and romance novels. So I came out as Cole, which is an odd thing now that I think about it. But I'm gonna stop thinking about it now because I don't want to think about that anymore. Is there a dead tree up here? Yeah. Dude. Okay. So. I grew up in a state where coal mining was the thing to do. Like, that's what everyone thought their career was going to be. I don't need to do this. Why am I doing this? I completely lost my mind. And dude, the amount of friends of coal that was yelled at me all the time walking around my school was insane, brother. Like, you have to learn to just roll with it. People had such a hard time coming up with a weird way to say my name or like some kind of nickname for me. I ended up being the nickname guy that would give it to everybody. I'm a big rap fan. J. Cole is really good. Nat King Cole is good too. West Virginia, indeed. Yes, sir. I've been listening to Anderson .Paak a lot the past couple days. I got back into him. I went and saw last night. What's his name? Paul Wall. I went and saw Paul Wall, and that was sick. He had such a good time playing. It was awesome. But no, guys, I mean, like, it's an interesting bond that we have with video games in general. And a lot of people think of it as this form of escapism. But, like, I love video games because of what they've taught me about life and the world around me. And I think that my progression in my skill level in video games has been directly parallel to my progression as a human being. Like, I feel like somebody who took a lot of time to catch up with a lot of my constituents and my peers, and I noticed that I didn't get good at video games until I made some of those hard realizations about myself and pushed on through life, you know? And I just think that, like, games teach you things about yourself and the world around you that you otherwise wouldn't have noticed. Yeah, I'll probably switch to RuneLight. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely real with you guys, RuneLight was giving me some weird things in OBS. Like, every time I would window out of it, it would stop catching the image from in OBS, so I ended up switching out. Dude, I have played a lot of MapleStory. A lot of MapleStory. I don't know if you've played any of it recently, but like I have a lot of memories from being a child and playing MapleStory. Party quests in Kerning City were a big deal for me. I mean, doing Monster Carnival was absolutely huge with all of my friends. Being in guilds, it was a lot of fun. What class did you play in MapleStory? I'm so excited to get my defense up more. This has been ridiculous. I figured I could fix that problem, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Oh, really? Okay. I'll do that then. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in West Virginia. I played Ragnarok only a little bit. That game was very, very hard for me to get started on for some reason, and my computer didn't like it. I was playing on like I want to say it was either a Compaq or a Gateway was the first computer my parents ever got. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and this computer showed up, and we were only allowed to be on it for 30 minutes a day each. And it took over my life. I played every single MMO that I could get my hands on. You know, I was the guy who was on all of those like top free-to-play MMOs pages and just trying to figure out which ones to play. And I would go through every single one. Eternal Online, you know, Alids Online, MapleStory, RuneScape, so many that I've forgotten the names of them. There's one that I've been trying to remember recently, but I can't remember the name of it, and it's absolutely killing me. I want to say it was like L something. I don't know. I played a lot of Tibia when I was young, too. That was another game that I got into. I played a lot of Adventure Quest. Adventure Quest was like a game that really caught my attention and made me grind on it super, super hard. I ended up being like level 80 on Adventure Quest and followed all of the releases for years and years. Elsword, maybe? This game was very odd. It had similar mechanics to RuneScape. Let me look up Elsword and just see if that's what it was. No, this wasn't it. This game was like 3D, but crappy 3D. You like kicked things. You had to find weapons and stuff. It was very dude, I played so much Mabinogi. You have no idea. I was in a gang. I was in a guild called Oddblock in Mabinogi, and I made some of the best friends that I've ever made playing video games, playing that game. It was absolutely unbelievable. Did I get these big bones? Well, they're mine now. One-time payment is how I sold my parents on getting me guardianship. The Bangladesh government was overthrown. So, do you guys think about the overall state of the world very much? Okay, before I start talking about this, let me just say that as a person, I have this trait that maybe you guys will have a problem with or you'll appreciate. I think about things really, really deeply, and sometimes the things that I think about can be unsettling for other people, but they bring me comfort. And I often think about the overall state of the world and how little power I have to make any change about anything, and how I just have to live with what's going on. Like, terrible things could happen and there's nothing that I can do about it, right? But like, that gives me some kind of comfort that I'm not a super important person who has to make decisions. So like I personally don't mind talking about the knock-on effects of like the Bangladesh government being overthrown and like what that could mean for the rest of the world, or the state of unrest that everything is in currently, the way the political system in America seems to be falling apart, and like so many people are polarized one way or the other, and this really dangerous like aggression that's going on currently. I don't mind talking about those things, but I just don't want to put these thoughts into your head that are going to I don't want to put these thoughts into your head that might do something to you that's going to do that won't do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm past the existential crisis point. That was my early 20s. So my early 20s were spent playing in a punk rock band, right? I was out there playing shows 3 days a week, playing every single weekend. Grinding my way through music, getting a following that way, and playing with a band who I really loved. And during that time, I was spending a lot of my efforts finding myself. And all of that time was just existential crisis after existential crisis. I was the guy who was crying that everything was super unfair. I was super unfair. I was super upset that the world was the way that it was. I, wanted to go to protests and make my mark on the world or whatever. But over the years, as I've gotten older and older, I have just sort of let all of that go for my own sake. I made a video one time where I was like, it was like a TikTok, and I was like, at least we're free here, bro, because people just love to talk smack about America. And people were like, are we really free though? And it's like, yeah, I mean, kind of. Like, it's really easy to do anything that you want to do and get away with it in America. Like, there might be some weird political overarching themes that you're on the outskirts of that, but my whole early 20s were spent doing things that were wrong. Oh yeah, Zed? What deathcore band were you in? I was in a band called Letters. Did you know Left Behind, Zed? Because Left Behind was good friends with us. We all have our little roles to play, And I think the more that we stay not in our lanes, but the more that we are okay with what our roles are, the happier that you become. The more you know who you are, That's like what it is. Yeah, James, I tend to not talk about that stuff in public either, but if I'm asked about it, I'm completely okay with talking about it. Like, I'll have a conversation with my parents about like things that they disagree with, and I'm really good at phrasing things in a way that makes them go like, oh, that's a really good point about that thing, even though I don't agree with it. I play guitar and I sing. That's so cool, dude. The vocalist for, or not the vocalist, the clean vocalist for Attack Attack, Johnny Frank, is currently making music under the name Bill Murray, and he's one of my favorite musicians right now. I think that he's absolutely top tier. Who knew, dude? Caleb Shomo went on to do great things. Attack Attack was a really cool band. I saw them at Warped Tour. I've loved Attack Attack back in the day. My friend Chris is the drummer for I Set My Friends on Fire currently. Letters. 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 I got that West Virginia in me. But no, man, playing music was a trip for real. Like, it was so interesting the way that you would meet all of these different people and all of these kids who would come out, and you would see the way that they would like watch you do what you do, and they would take things from you and they'd start their own bands, and like you felt like you were doing your own part to usher in people. It was very cool. I loved playing music. I loved being in front of people. It gave me crazy anxiety. At the time, I was an absolute anxious wreck, and that's inevitably why that band fell apart, is because we were all just aging and dealing with our own stuff. In the Empire. That sounds really familiar. I played so many shows, and I'm sure you did too. It's hard for me to remember the names of people or the names of bands, but that sounds really, really familiar. Dude, that's sick. Good job, Anthony. Get out there and do it, dude. Bar bands are sick, man. My friend Jacob's in a really successful bar country band right now, and they play festivals and stuff, and it's sick, dude. Bar bands are awesome. Dude, I Set My Friends on Fire got so many of us. They were on Smosh, and Smosh just absolutely, like, I grew up watching YouTube, you know? I mean, I don't know if a lot of people had the same experience, but like I grew up watching vloggers and like Live Lava Live and Charlie Is So Cool Like and all of those people. And like YouTube had left a huge mark on me. You know, I would show up every single day, log into YouTube, watch some videos and play some RuneScape. That was my whole entire life until I was in high school. I have started to like Ronnie Radke as a person more. I think it's really unfair the kind of hate that he gets for seemingly no reason. You know, I know that he's had a troubled past, but I believe in letting people move on from their past, and I love that. Of course you were, Ava. This is why we pulled to each other. I remember the raccoon tails, dude. I remember all that stuff. I was a Sing kid for sure. That's who I was. I wore neon band tees and had a fringe haircut with the big side fringes, and I was a Sing kid. Hawthorne Heights, we've played shows with them. We've met those guys multiple times. The vocalist from Hawthorne Heights is actually from really close to here. And he came down and did an acoustic set with my friends one time in the venue that we played like every single weekend here. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, if things came out about him, I would definitely write him off. Like, I do think that, like, there's been so many predators in the... does he have anti-trans opinions? I didn't know that. Like, there's been so many predators in the music scene, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Front Porch Step when he was, like, big for that minute, and then he immediately used his power for evil. Woodcutting level 3, huge gain for the account. What's his name? Jesse Lacey. I always had a weird feeling about Jesse Lacey. And that was proven to be true, and I just felt so vindicated. Like, I had seen an interview one time with Adam Lazzara from what's that band called? This is the hard part about streaming. You just forget everything. Adam Lazzara from Your Lipstick Is Color, Don't Bother Angel. What's that band? What's that band, dude? Why can't I remember? I've seen them live. I listen to them all the time. Anyways, and he knew Jesse Lacey personally, and he was like, I just don't think he's a very good person. And that stuck with me really hard for some reason. Dude, Front Porch Step actually had a really good, like, legitimately, I liked his music. It was a big bummer that he ended up being such a terrible person. Taking Back Sunday. There we go. Gee whiz, dude. I would have never thought of it. Dead brain at this point. Streaming makes your brain just fry out for some reason. No, I haven't, Jay Beard. That's wild. Davey Vanity, that's another one. That band always struck me as being weird, though. I was never into Blood on the Dance Floor. I think I was a little too old at the point that they were getting popular. I was like 15, and I was into, what was the band? Like, Mice and Men and Every Time I Die and bands like that. Yes, Ronnie Radke was the first singer for Escape the Fate. I think Ronnie Radke fails the vibe check until you start just like trusting people's word a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if something came out about him, I don't care enough about Ronnie Radke. I don't like the music that much. You know what I mean? There's been a couple songs where I'm like, that's okay. Like, but it just hasn't ever been for me. So I'm not like a Ronnie Radke stan or anything. Dude, I'm one of those people who, if you sing a song to me, I will, like, even just a bar of it, I will have to repeat it over and over and over again. Yeah, he did. My heart is also covering up part of the chat. I don't know how to do that. Dude, I am a huge My Chemical Romance stan. I think My Chemical Romance is one of the greatest bands of the past 30 years. I think that their last record that they put out, you guys have hit a very core part of my personality here. I think that the last record they put out, The Fabulous Lives of the True Killjoys, has some of the greatest songs on it that have ever been written. I think that they told the future with that record. I think that The Black Parade is still absolutely full of anthems and some of the most heartbreaking songs, like I don't love you like I did yesterday or whatever. That song is so good it breaks me up completely. Blink-182 is okay. I'm a little bit too old to be a Blink-182 fanboy. Like, or a little bit too young, I mean, to be a Blink-182 fanboy. Hey, strength level 20. Let's switch over to defense. Let's get that to 20. Let's finish up the grind for tonight. You like Broken Side? Good for you, Juice for Milk. I was into Broken Side hard when I was young. I'm not super into them anymore, but I listened to that song with Juicy J. She walks into the club looking kind of like, I remember those songs, dude. We had a friend who played with Broken Side, or like played some shows with Broken Side when they did a little reunion. Dude, I love Foundations of Decay. I think it's a great song. Chime in on the bands, Tiff. Dude, Jesus rocks, dude. He had some good thoughts. Loving your neighbor, dude. That's a good thing. I had an Opeth stint, that was like I was big into Slipknot in middle school, and when you're into Slipknot, you get into every metal band that's around, and Opeth was one of those bands for sure. Listen, James, I don't mind Nightcore at all. I put out a Digicore song. I put out multiple Digicore songs personally. I love that kind of music. I love overproduced, super heavily affected vocals, all that stuff. I think it's a good time. I have nothing wrong with that. Like, all music can be really good if music is good. Let me turn you guys on to something. If you guys like all these bands we've been talking about, Breakance is one of the greatest musicians of the past 10 years. He's amazing. He's from Ohio, and he is top tier, one of the greatest. The things he's doing with music are going to be studied in the next 10 years. Your lipstick is calling, don't bother, Angel. I know exactly what goes on. I'm in 301. Oh, I love Pierce the Veil. I think that, like, what is it? Disasterology is like a song that I will put on very regularly, especially when I'm at the gym. That song is incredible. Pierce the Veil is a great band. Like, they stand out from the metalcore phase as being top tier musicians and just really, really good. Like Cradle of Filth too. Yep. Like, that was another band that, like, you just couldn't not know about when you were listening to Slipknot in middle school. Hey, dude, Breaking Benjamin had some good songs too. I still like 3 Days Grace. I think 3 Days Grace is still good. Their hits were absolutely hits, and they deserve all of it. Breakance. Here, I'll type it in the chat. Yeah, Breakance is like top tier musician. Like 5G, Intellectual Greed, Buggin', Caffeine, all those songs, just absolutely killer. His first record, or his second record, actually, technically, Punk 2, was absolutely incredible as well. I hopped onto it from there. My friend Jesse Cannon, who's like he makes YouTube videos, and he used to be a big producer. He produced bands like, or he managed Man Overboard back in the day, and he produced bands like he did stuff with like the Misfits and stuff like that. Turned me on to Breakance, and he was like, "You should listen to this guy. You'll like him." And then it changed my life. Legitimately, like it defined a 2-year period for me. I love the Killers. I think the Killers are absolutely great too. Mr. Brightside is like a song that I'm kind of burned out on, but the Killers have an incredible vibe. I have a Fall Out Boy tattoo on my leg. I like big into it, dude. Like I love music. It's, I mean, you know, it's really deep for me. Dance Gavin Dance. I love Dance Gavin Dance as well. A Skylit Drive was really, really good. A Skylit Drive had some of the heaviest breakdowns of all time. Emery is really good as well. You guys know a lot of good bands. Awesome, guys. Dude, I love going back and watching some of the like AOL sessions from back in the day. Those things turn me on to so much incredible music. Nice to see you, Ava. Good for being here, dude. Hope to see you around more. We can talk about scene stuff another day. Thanks, Leonardo. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love this game, dude. El Cardian doesn't sound right. Let me look it up just in case. This is... I don't think it would exist anymore. This seemed like... I remember that there was a like a rabbit or something in it. No, it wasn't El Cardian. We're getting closer, though. This is definitely closer to what it looked like, but that's not completely it. The Chemist. I've never even listened to The Chemist. Fear Factory. Yes, listen to Fear Factory. I definitely will start a clan on here. We're grinding straight there. Oh, wait. Guys, I'm total level 150 now. We can start the clan. Of course, Ghost. Ghost is sick. Big Bones. That's why I'm not killing cows. There are no unique experiences, guys. We are all... No, I'm not on a task. I'm doing free-to-play currently. This is my only way to train Prey right now. I'm trying to finish all the quests in free-to-play before I can get membership. There are no unique experiences. We are all just living the same life replicated over and over again. That's the reason that we all play RuneScape. Let me set up a clan chat. How do I do this? Who can enter the chat? Any friends? Let's just make it anyone. Geek on chat, only me. Channel name. What are we going to make the channel name, guys? What's the chat prefix? I'm not even too worried about the gold. I'll do what's it called? Corsair's Curse, and then I'll be able to fight stuff for gold with magic there, and I'll be able to alkit and everything. That'll be fine. I love Modest Mouse as well. Modest Mouse is really good. Cole. Goon. I've done Vampire Slayer. Cubus. Nubus. Nubus is really good, actually. Nubus is sick, bro. I'm doing Nubus. All right. New player. Okay, guys. Clan chat's in. We're here. We've achieved. Dang, dude. A lot of people, like, that's the coolest thing about bands, right? You think a lot of times that, how do I type in clan chat? Hold on. I have to figure out how to do this. Do I just type in, like, Nubus first, and then I do it? Like, how do I type in clan chat? Someone tell me how to type in clan chat. I've never had friends on this game. You know, I think the coolest thing about bands, especially when you start growing up and you start playing music and you meet these people, is like, Nubus, gee whiz, is that you realize that, what's up, Alex? Hold on 1 minute, dude. Let me finish killing this. I'll see what you got. I'm not taking any handouts for anything, just so you know. And then do I just type? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool. I know back in the day it used to be called clan chat. I couldn't remember. Do I have friends only chat on? I thought I turned it to anyone. Hold on. Oh, anyone, sorry. There you go, guys. If you want me to add you, just type add me in the chat. Gotta take this one. It's just a chat. Just join my chat. Ironically, Mistake, I don't disagree with that. I really mess heavy with the idea that, like, we are an extension of the earth that we live on. You know what I mean? Like, that's just all we are. Like, we think we're something different because we have this concept of ourselves, but like, I really believe that humans are just a big ball of chemicals and bacteria, and we just happen to know that we're a big ball of chemicals and bacteria, but that's like mostly what our life is, you know? No, I haven't gone and actually made a clan yet. Don't you have to go to the... Do you have to go to the... Yeah, I think you have to go to the Grand Exchange to make a clan, right? And I think that, like, you know, I mean, not to get too woo-woo or anything, and, like, you know, I don't want to offend anybody, because I believe that all beliefs are valid and you can do whatever you want. I think, like, one of my core tenets as a person, too, is that everyone, as long as you're not harming anyone else, should be allowed to do whatever it is that they want to do in life. Like, that you, as a human, have this right, almost, to, like, get out there and experience the world in the way that you choose to experience it, because I think that everything is just a different pathway to the same discovery of what's going on, you know? And so, like, even the religion stuff, like, you know, I grew up in a very religious household, and I've gotten away from that, but, like, I went to church for a long time when I was a kid and everything, and, like, I'm still grateful that those beliefs are there for the people who need them. I do think that sometimes they get used for hatred, and that's a real shame. And my brother's actually a preacher, but, like, you know, he's a very open-minded individual, and, like, his church is very good. But no, I mean, you know, it's like, it's a strange thing being alive. Like, people think that it's such a goal-oriented thing nowadays that, like, you have to be, that your only success in this world comes from being monetarily successful. You know, like, I think that a lot of the youth nowadays, especially, is very enamored with this idea of getting money and how can I, like, you know, this get rich quick content has really blown up on the internet recently. And I think it's a real shame, because so many of the things that I did in my life that made me who I am today and made me really appreciate the life that I have. Oh shoot, I never even added you, Alex. My apologies. A lot of the, like, were just experiences that didn't make me any money. You know, I worked in a studio producing music and played in bands, and I didn't make a dime, like, legitimately. I mean, I might have got paid $100 one time from doing a song with somebody, and that was literally it. I just was broke perpetually, but it made me understand a lot of other things. Ooh, I want to go solve this maze real quick. He might give me something that I actually want. He might give me, like, I don't know. He just could give me something. Let's get to the middle. Here we go, guys. Sorry, I have to absolutely focus for a minute. I'll catch up on chat in a second. Get to the center, get to the center, get to the center. Come on, come on, come on. Click the gate. Go, brother, go. Only 92% of the reward left. We're almost there. Wait, there's a chest right there. Give me the chest. Can I keep going? Is it just to the center and then that's over? I don't even know how this event works. I skip all of the random events. Found some earth runes. I'll take those. Is my inventory full? Is that what it told me? I can't even see my inventory in here. I found a strength potion. That's so good. That's not the right way. Over here? Nope. I was fooled. Wait. I was fooled again. Through here, perhaps? Yes. Go. Through. Onwards. There we go. Look at all the tracks I unlocked in here. Just from doing one event? I have a full inventory. Bro. Oh, those are huge rewards, honestly. That is so good. Those death runes, that mithril ore, I can sell all of this and make pretty good money off of it. That strength potion is going to be huge later on, too. Cool. Okay, let me chop down a tree and make a fire here. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Sorry, guys. No, it's just my character chat. If you just like join my name. Sheesh. Dude, those YouTube scam artists really get under my skin in a pretty big way. Yeah, death runes are free to play. I think you can even get blood runes in free to play, right? It's just the next tier after that, like the newest tier that isn't free to play. I have an employee I manage who just left his 115,000 salary job for a 150,000 job, which is huge. But he went from a 30, maybe 35-hour week to easily 50 plus, working on a now 8,000 plus employee company. Yeah, I think a lot of people sacrifice their happiness for monetary gains, and that's totally fine if your plan is to only do it for a while. But long term, I think that you have to figure out some kind of way to be happy while supporting yourself. And I think that financial freedom is the ultimate goal in life for the majority of human beings. But a lot of people get caught up in just endlessly working forever. Are Bloods members? Really? That's surprising to me. That'll do for now, fellas. What level defense are we right now? 13 defense. 7 more levels. $18 hit points. 23. The account is growing extremely fast. Like, really, really fast. It's really good. Yeah, dude. I mean, RuneScape's a great game to just play casually. You know what I mean? Like, I think that 200 quests? Are there 200 quests in this game? What? You know, I think that, like, whoa, there is so much going on over here. People are really out here doing the thing. We're going to be fighting for giant frogs now. There's one. I've said it a bunch of times, but it's just absolutely true. Like, we really like this game because of the experience of playing it, and then the more we play it, the more we try to circumvent playing it, and I just think that that's, like, such a sad thing that we all do, you know what I mean? 165 quests, so I thought. But no, man, I think, like, you know, I do think people love to work. I think that it's so appealing because it's like the ultimate form of escapism, you know? Like, working is a thing that you can do that gets you away from all the thoughts inside of your brain. You have to focus on the task at hand, and you're singularly focused on this goal, and you push forward through everything else. And, like, that's really helpful to a lot of people. Let's see. Where is... There he is. No! I refuse to world hop. World 301 is where I hang out, and that's just the way that it is. We will get through here. So many people here now. This has gotten crazy ridiculous. I might end up going... I might end up going to cows in order to do some extra training here, because this is definitely like very, very bloated now. I don't want to world hop. There's one. Let's see if I can get him. Yes, sir. So I'm thinking about Dragon Slayer. And I'm like trying to reimagine all the stuff in my head that I need to do. I sort of don't want to have to flinch everything. Like, that isn't my goal, to have to do that. So I do think that I'm going to have to get combats up to at least level 40 in order to get through Dragon Slayer. And I don't think that'll be the worst grind ever. I'll do a lot of it probably here, like I said, just to get my prayer up while I'm doing this. Look at, he and I are dressed exactly the same. Can I help you? Oh, he's just dressed like me for fun. But once I do Dragon Slayer, I don't know what the goals are going to be for the account, so I'm going to have to think about that. You know, like, if we're going to push into members' worlds and start doing, like, I'm thinking every single quest that I already have the stat requirements for, I should do it. Like, Waterfall quest will get done at some point. I don't want to get my combats too high without doing Waterfall, because I want to be able to use the XP drops. I want to do Slayer as well. But aside from that, I don't really know how I'm going to structure, because so far what I'm doing is I'm structuring the video by the towns, and I'm going to run into a problem in members-only worlds where the towns are going to be way too high skill requirements for me to do the quests. Like, I won't just be able to be like, oh, doing all of the quests in Ardoin, because I can't do all of the quests in Ardoin. That would necessitate me doing Underground Pass at a very low level, and I'm not going to be able to do that. Goal is do Desert Treasure 2. Just one episode where I just do everything that I need to do Desert Treasure 2. Well, and I think people lose hope not only because they have to work for a full day, but also just because, like, at the end of that day, you don't even have any you're not even any closer to your goal. So many people are drowning in, you know, debt, honestly. I'm sort of thinking that too, that maybe, like, I'll figure out a goal that I want to progress on, and then I'll sort of figure out which quest will get me towards that goal, and then I'll structure it sort of by a group. But the episodes are going to be, like, harder to name by that for sure. Ooh, Varlamore and Corinne could be a great place to go. I haven't done anything in Varlamore yet, so that would be a great place for me to go. Corinne is a really good place to do low-level quests for sure, and Corinne has a lot of good stuff in it. I'll probably get Favor in Corinne at some point. I like doing the Favor stuff. It's kind of a slow grind, but it can be really fun. Underground Pass is, like, not as bad as people think it is. Of course I can add you. Coal mines, gee. Oh, really? I didn't know that I could go to my settings and turn it to where all the quests that I don't have requirements for are not shown. That's really, really cool, actually. That's dope. Also, guys, if you guys... So I'm going to make a Discord at some point. I've set up a Reddit. I haven't done anything with the Reddit yet, but while you're all here, I'll just go ahead and mention this. I'm going to make places for you guys to recommend videos for me to watch, because as time goes on, I'd love to see what videos you guys want me to watch. So I'll make a Discord and a Reddit for that, and we can start, you know, reacting to videos that way as well. What's the best prayer training method now? They removed Favor? No, I know I'm the only person who feels that way, because everyone hated Favor, but I appreciated, like, I don't know. I thought it was fun to get favor to unlock all the unlocks around there. So how do you unlock all the different things now without having the favor system? Are they just there when you finish the quest for the area? I didn't know they removed favor. That's wild. I need to just wait for a spawn instead of running back and forth, but I'm an impatient person. There we go. Quests in the diary and some are auto-unlocked. Cool. I enjoyed favor. I thought it was a really easy way to do it. I mean, some dark shit. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm the most jovial person that I've ever met in my entire life. I just think that my thoughts are terrifying to other people, but they make me happy. Of course you can be a friend of Cole. Everyone can be a friend of Cole. Cole keeps the lights on, dude. I will love to, like, make RuneScape look the way that I want to in the long term. That will be a really fun thing to do, for sure. Oh, aw. Oh, one over here. But, cool. Who's being investigated? Wait, who are we talking about here? Leaked messages? With who? Who are we talking about here? Are we talking about Doc? Can I click on your name and see all the things that you've said? No, I can't. I can't take anything from it. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll take whatever you have. It better be noted. I like how Keck came through and he was just like, oh, he's dark messages. He's being investigated. And I can't find out who he was talking about. Now he won't tell me anymore. I get distracted for 1 minute. Okay, what do you have to give me? No, I can't have it. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I have to train like this. I have to train like this. Should have made an Iron Man. That's crazy, dude. I'll have to try out Sunfire Wine at some point on my main. I have a decent cash stack on my main. I've done a lot of like extra skilling and I fought quite a bit of bosses and stuff, and I make sure to always be good with my money and keep everything in assets that I can easily liquidate, and I buy things cheap and sell them high, and I do all those things. But like, I mean, we're talking, I don't know, I probably have like 50 mil in my entire bank on my main or something like that. It's not huge or anything, but it's like, it's good enough. It's classic, dude. Michael, this is classic. Oh, that I would have received a beginner clue scroll? Dude, that sucks. I thought they give you them, I thought they come in like wrapped up packages now so you can get multiple ones. Or is that only later clues? I almost thought about dropping my beginner clue scroll because I can't make a leather body yet. So I just know that I couldn't do it. Yeah, when I was a kid, man, like having 1 mil was something huge to me. I couldn't believe it when I saw my friends who actually had that. I'm going to be really honest. I don't want to say what my main RuneScape name is right now because I want the ability to continue to play this game, at least for the time being, by myself as I need to. No offense to you guys or anything is meant, but like there may be a time where it gets out and people know about it and all those things. But in general, like I've seen what's happened to Asmon, and I don't ever want to have that happen to me in a game that I love. And I care about that account really deeply because I've had it for a long time. One day though, one day, maybe after I max. Defense level, what level are we now? 17. 3 more levels, guys. I have a Fang. That's one of the items that I have. I actually bought a Fang when it was like really cheap, and now they're worth a lot more. So that was actually kind of a come up. My bank might be worth more than that now. I don't hate you guys. I love you guys. Asmon just looks miserable, man. Like I feel, I mean, not like in general. I just think like in World of Warcraft, I think somewhat of the reason that World of Warcraft was ruined for Asmon is because he can't play that game without constantly being harassed by people now. And like, not that we have a community that's big enough that there would be harassment for me in that way, but like, because once you get so large, there's just bad actors who are going to infiltrate. Like, people really hate that guy, and it's because of these weird preconceived notions that people have about who he is as a person. And like, that's going to happen no matter what as you get bigger. Like, you will be vilified and labeled as a villain, and like, you could be the best person in the world and people are still going to like find reasons to hate you because, as I said earlier, some people who are just going to see you, or some people are just going to see you and then not like you just naturally. So like, now he gets in that game and people just want to ruin his game for him constantly. Gee whiz, dude. I can't believe how expensive the scythe is. Anytime I log in and see that an item is, or anytime I'm looking for an item, like, when you hear that the twisted bow is one of the best weapons in the game, and then you go and look at that, at like the value of a twisted bow, you think, oh, I'll never ever own one of these in my entire life. Chris said he got a twisted bow in like 5 kill count or something. He said it was a split, but still, that's huge. Leather body spawns in Varrock if I need for a clue. Okay, I'm ending the stream by getting the next clue scroll step done, so that's sick. Is it a hard leather body or a leather body that I need? I can't remember. We'll find out. Come on, froggies. There we are. Fang is pretty nice. I love the concept of the Fang being that it rolls 2 attacks and then you take the highest one. That's absolutely insane. No, I think I just need to give it to I just need to give one to Charlie the Tramp. Andrew Gower's new game. That name sounds really familiar. Hold on. Oh, he's the guy who made RuneScape, right? No, hold on. He's making an old school MMO. This is really cool. I'll probably try it out when it comes out. This looks really good. I like the art style of it a lot. Yeah, I'll probably try it out when it comes out. I play basically every MMO, so yeah, probably. Hey, I've been wanting to get into making videos, and I was wondering what you did to start out and find time to make things while also being a student. Well, Cole, nice to meet you. You have my name. I'm going to answer this. So here's the deal. This is a difficult question to answer because right now you're seeing the success that I'm currently having, right? Like in this moment, in this time that you're seeing, like, and like you're experiencing, or you're seeing my experience right now all culminating. But I've been making content and trying to get into this space for nearly a decade of my life at this point. Like, ever since I was a young person, I've been trying to make YouTube videos. What I would tell you, as someone who wants to get into making content, is start making content and realize that you are embarking on a journey of possibly decades before you ever figure out what it is that you need to do and how to do it. It's such a hard thing to convey to people that it's very, 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 very rare that you do something on the first try and it becomes massively popular. But I think that you need to figure out what your skill set is. You need to figure out what your energy is and your storytelling and your connection elements and all those things. Like the way that you interface with the world, how do you put that into video format and then get it out to people? I streamed for years and years. I made lots of YouTube videos that did absolutely nothing. I've made scripted videos. I've made vlogs. I've made how-tos. I've done inspirational content. I've made games or videos about games. I streamed games for something like 2,000 hours from 2020 to 2022. I streamed in 2017 and 2018 as well. Like, just get out there and do the thing. And one day, if it's meant to be and you figure it all out, you'll get there. But like, if you don't start today, then you're just missing out on another day that you could be learning how to do all the stuff that you want to do. And that's everything in life. And that goes for anything you guys want to do. Like, anyone who has something that they want to do, you just have to start doing it. There's no permission you need to get out there and do your thing. There's just not. Like, you just have to do what you want to do in life. Brighter Shores. I'll be keeping an eye on that. We're almost to 19 defense, guys. So Zed, I'm going to be honest with you. I never had close WoW friends. I have some friends in real life who play World of Warcraft, but unfortunately we're on different servers, so we don't play together whatsoever. I had always wanted to play WoW. So when I was a young kid, let me get a drink of water real quick. When I was a young kid, I watched everyone else play World of Warcraft who had better PCs than me and parents who could afford to pay for the $15 a month subscription. I watched all the videos about it that came out on G4. You know, I watched the cheat episode of World of Warcraft over and over again. I videotaped it and watched it over and over again. I always wanted to play World of Warcraft. And then when I was about 12 years old, I finally got the opportunity to play World of Warcraft. And I played for like 15 hours and got a character like level 11, and I just found it too confusing and difficult, and I couldn't make it happen. So I never really got to play. So as an adult, I have come back to World of Warcraft and conquered that game and now been able to play in raids, but I just pug in things, dude. Like, I have not found a way into World of Warcraft because the community is so tight-knit. The guilds want you to be able to parse and want you to do all of these, you know, really impressive feats. You send guild request after guild request, and nobody ever lets you into a guild. It becomes very, very, very difficult to keep pushing onwards in that game because of that reason. So, like, I have no friends. But I would love to do hardcore World of Warcraft. I think that would be really fun. I don't know how much of a time sink I would actually be able to devote to it, but it would be cool. Yeah, I don't know how WoW still has separate servers. I can't believe that RuneScape has had the ability to hop servers forever, and World of Warcraft came out without linked servers. I mean, MapleStory has channels. I know there are servers in MapleStory, but there are still channels within the server, so you can have more people per server. I think it's crazy that World of Warcraft has separate servers, and I think but they make money off of it. You know, they charge you for server change tokens. I think that's a big part of the reason why they do it. I think Elder Scrolls Online did a really, really good job of making all of it just one big mega server. But like, you know, it's such an odd thing in the MMO world now. Like, even Final Fantasy XIV has different servers, but you can just move between them completely fine. WoW's community can be really, really toxic. There are really good people who play World of Warcraft. I hate whenever you just label, like not you specifically, but I hate when entire groups of people get labeled as one negative term, because at the end of the day, like, there are good people playing that game, and I have met some really nice people through Reddit and through making YouTube videos who play that game, but we're just never on the same server. But like, in general, a group of WoW players all trying really hard at that game do not want anyone else involved in it except for that group of WoW players who are trying really hard at that game. Oh, that could be really cool, Zed. I would be interested in doing that. I don't know if I could get enough people to go play World of Warcraft. I don't know if they like World of Warcraft over here or not. Do you guys like World of Warcraft? Now, League players are a different kind of breed. I have only played, I'm only like level 14 in League. Like, that's like, I haven't even unlocked placements yet. And I got into it because a friend of mine really wanted me to play, and so I started playing, and I never even got to placements. I played Warwick, and apparently that was a terrible choice because he's busted or something, and everyone hates him. But I do want to get really good at League at some point in my life. I hope that happens one day. I have never done a whole lot of PK in video games. I'm always been a PvM person, but I do enjoy the excitement of it. And I want to get more into PK and RuneScape. So if you're someone who does a lot of PK and RuneScape and you know a lot about it, keep me in mind and like remind me of that, because I have some content planned in the future for RuneScape PK videos, but I'm going to need some shepherds along the way. Some what are they called? The people who drag you up Mount Everest. I want to need some people to bring me up the cliff. They are socially engineering a well thought out scam. I can't believe, like, there are times with scammers in RuneScape where I just go along with it because I'm like, where does this go? Like, I will lose 500K right now to figure out what you're trying to get out of me. Oh, my fishing spot went away. It's FC, not CC. James, I feel for you. There is not enough MMOs in the world for me. I circle around all of them constantly. Like, I'll play ESO for a little while, then I'll jump over to Final Fantasy 14, then I'll jump over to RuneScape, then I'll jump over to World of Warcraft, and then I'll jump over to MapleStory. Like, I am working on mastering every MMO. That's like a life goal for me. Oh, get WoW players to do a hardcore group on old school RuneScape. That could be really interesting. I'm doing regular, but I'm sort of playing it like Iron Man. I'm not using anything from anyone. I'm not using the GE. I'm only just doing my own thing, at least until I get the members, and then we'll figure it out from there. But I just wanted to play this game sort of like a new player who doesn't have anything, you know, doesn't have any friends. It's just out here living their lives. Oh no, you're fine. I'm in America and West Virginia in America. The best Virginia, am I right, guys? Arenas in WoW was really daunting for me originally. That was some of the first PvP that I did in any MMO. And, but once I got the hang of it, it was a lot of fun. I enjoy, like, queuing up in random queues with Arena and then just meeting someone who you really click with, and then you guys just do, you just do it over and over and over again together. That's a lot of fun to me. RuneScape PvP is really hard because you have to make whole builds for it, and you have to, like, understand a meta that's going on before you can even sort of break into it. I have a friend who has 15,000 hours in Path of Exile. He's incredibly good at that game. I mean, well, he would tell you he's not, but he's really good at that game. Path of Exile is really cool. I haven't gotten into it at all, but I definitely want to play Path of Exile at some point. It's on the list. I've played like 10 hours of Path of Exile, and I didn't realize what I was getting into at the time. It looked like Diablo 2, and I was like, this is sick. And then just like 10 hours in, I was like, oh, never mind. Dude, don't get me started on Country Roads. I'll sing it, dude. I'll sing it all night. I was making a like 14-hour drive back from Florida at one point, and like over and over again, I was just like, take me home, country roads to the place, just over and over again. It was like 1 a.m. Just please get me back to my house. That's awesome, Zach. Nice to see you, man. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I like the crossover MMO content. You know, I like seeing people try other MMOs. MMO players are really, really ensconced in whatever game they play, and I in some ways I like that about them. You know, I appreciate it and I envy it. I wish that I could just stick with one MMO for a super long time. I wish that I had a maxed account in RuneScape and I hadn't spent time playing other MMOs. But then on the other hand, I really appreciate what I've learned about gaming in general from hopping back and forth from MMO to MMO. Like, you never know what kind of content is going to be right for you in that moment until you find that content that's right for you. Like, you never know where you're going to make your next progression as a gamer until you make that next progression. And I find that that's much easier to do when you have a variety of things going on than it is if you're really stuck to one thing specifically. I'm a very mediocre singer. I did used to, the first thing that I ever did vocally was screaming. And I do have like one song that I screamed on when I was like 20 years old that I think is like my best performance that I've ever done on a metal song. And it was a band that I was in very briefly called Nail Gun. And the song was called Without Skin Human, I think. And I don't think you can find it on the internet. It's like, it's in all of our hard drives for all the people who were in it. That's when we were working in a studio, and like me and the guy who ran the studio and our friend Rob, who's like this amazing musician, and Chris, the drummer for my set, my friend's player, played the drums in it, and this other guy, Adrian, that we know, played guitar on it as well, and we like made this song together, and it was really dope. There is always that one MMO that's home to you, and like for me, it's RuneScape for sure, but I love to venture out. I really want to play Guild Wars 2, you know, I want to have the time available to make content for all of these games and like really understand the experiences that are going on with it. That's a super interesting concept to me. And but it's such a time sink, you know, 15,000 hours. Like you think that Chris maxed in 6,000 defense level 20, guys. Ooh, now okay, I gotta go claim combat achievements. Let me finish this fight and then we'll do that. Hold on, let me go to my calculator real quick on my phone. So like 6,000 hours divided by 24 is 250 days. So I mean, if you put that much time into even 10 MMOs, like you're talking about 7 years of your life, you know, just absolutely. And there's no way for you to be able to do that if it's not some kind of career path for you. If you're not making money off of it, like there's no way to support yourself while putting that much time into an MMO because they become a job for you. 2,080 working hours a year on average. So yeah, I mean, you're talking 3 years. Yeah, 3 years of playing 40 hours a week to put 6,000 hours into a game. Venetius, incredible comment, dude. So I agree with that statement wholeheartedly, and so many people do not understand that about MMOs. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go claim my combat achievements, and then we'll see if that clue scroll needs me to have a leather body or a hard leather body. People really think that you have to get caught up to content right now. But the problem is that most content in MMOs, most MMOs have over a decade's worth of content in them, and doing that will burn you out on that MMO quicker than anything. The most important thing that I found while playing a new MMO is to try to enjoy it the way that it expects a new player to enjoy it. Don't think that just because you know what the late game is, means that you can get to the late game right now. That's not what happens. Like, it just isn't. And some people can do that. I've seen some people really get to the late game in RuneScape very, very quickly, but like, I have been unable to do that, and I think that it's a super difficult thing to make happen. So like, just enjoy your journey. Play the games. Have fun playing the game. Like, don't try to skip the game. Okay, Zed. No one likes a bragger. Okay, let's go to Varrock and see if that's what I need, if I need a leather body. And if so, I'll see where this leather body spawns in Varrock. 20 on everything, dude. Look at that. Like, that is such good, and I'm so stoked about those numbers. I also think there's no reason to max a game in order to understand it. I understand a lot about the MMOs that I play. Not as much as some of the people who play them, obviously. Like, I think about this all the time. Like, I'll never be settled in RuneScape. You know, or the YouTuber settled. I'll never be him. I'll never be Asmon in World of Warcraft. I'll never be Copperson in MapleStory. Like, I'm never going to have that kind of depth of knowledge that those people have, and I'm completely okay with that. I like what I know about those games. There's an imp. I have to kill this imp. Hold on. Pause. Pause. Die. I need your beads. Well, I don't need your beads, but other people need your beads. Where do they keep the beads? I don't want to talk about it. No! He's over there. Okay. It's no big deal. No big deal. Come on. I need to talk to you. Get him in the corner, dude. Nowhere to run now, huh? Come on, drop one. Drop one. Yes. Okay. That's huge. First bead. Okay. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. No. Go this way. Go this way. Go this way. We're not going to walk all the way around. $4,200 hours in Guild Wars 2. I do like the combat in Guild Wars 2, and I also really like the movement. Like, going around the world exploration and that, I really enjoy the exploration in Guild Wars 2. It's a good time. Hey. This guy's waiting for me up here. Look at Storo up here. I need to play Guild Wars 2, apparently. Like, I've been told so many good things about it. I've put maybe 15 hours into Guild Wars 2. That's an MMO that I've been able to successfully get some of my friends to play with me at the times that I've played it. It's been decently fun. Like I said, it looks really, really good. I like the classes in it. I think that they're very interesting and different than most modern MMOs. I think that the quest system is a genius idea. Not having to run back and turn in quests, just walking into an area and being in a quest is a really cool idea. The leveling feels very fluid. It's very good. There is such a list of things that I need to do. Like, I'll tell you guys the truth, like, while we're here, and you know, this is sort of like a core group of people here right now, so I'll just say it. Like, when and if this channel allows me to make content, the amount of content that I will make for all of these video games will blow all of your minds. Like, I will give up sleep in order to just constantly cover as many games as possible, because games come out in a cycle. Like the MMOs, you know, you think SO comes out like with their new DLC, and then a couple months go by, and then Final Fantasy 14 comes out with their DLC, and then a couple months go by, and then World of Warcraft comes out with their DLC, and then RuneScape puts out their thing, because they're all in competition with each other, so they want to release in specific time frames. So like, I will, like, if I can get to that point, I will just constantly, dude, I'm an obsessive person, you know, you know, it is what it is. I'll take care of myself. I try to make sure I go to the gym and stuff. I eat well. We'll be okay. But like, you know, if I'm afforded the time, like, I will not take it for granted. And like, I know that sounds, I don't know, but just be aware, guys. There will be a day where I'm just like covering every MMO for sure. I love them. I love it so much. I really do. Like, it is a, I don't want to use the term addiction, but like, it is a thing that I obsess over. I think about MMOs and I talk about MMOs to anyone who will listen, and it is wild. Dude, I made it like 21 hours into a 24-hour stream one time, and it almost killed me. 24-hour streams are no joke. Dude, definitely. We could definitely do some TOA. That would be really, really cool. Okay, let's see. Let's get this clue scroll out, and then let's go to Charlie the Tramp. I need to get rid of this anyways. I'll be interested to talk about the new Slayer boss. I mean, as time goes on too, like, I want to, I really want to bring experts in on certain things. I have a lot of friends who are really, really into the higher level content stuff. I have a friend, Seth, who runs a big clan, and he like does a lot of late game stuff, and I'll probably like bring him on to talk about things that I don't know enough about and all those kinds of things. So it'll be a good time. Thank you, Hedge. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. I hope I got the pronunciation of your name right. A leather body. It is just a leather body. Where's the leather body spawn in Varrock? Someone look this up right now. I need to know. Where is a leather body at? Where is it? I'm fiending to finish this clue scroll. Thanks, Daniel. I really appreciate that, dude. And also, you're on my friends list too, so you can see me when I'm logged in. Tomorrow, I'll probably be doing some of the quests. I'll be filming this video, this next one coming up, over multiple days, because it'll be a super long video to film, and there are some other things I have to do over the next couple days. Tiff has a doctor's appointment and stuff like that, but I'll be on a lot over the next week, probably. South of East Bank. Is it in there? Dude, there are so many skills that feel like you're setting your bank on fire, but sometimes it's good to set your bank on fire. You can get it back, you know? Like, I don't mind it. There it is. Here we go. Yeah, where's the Varrock armor shop? I need to get some armor too. All right, guys. Let's turn this quest or let's turn this this clue scroll in. Okay, I'm about to turn in this clue scroll for Charlie the Tramp, so let's see if we get any rewards from it. I just want to make sure that I'm filming just in case I get something decent. It's still a clue scroll. Near the open desert I reside. To get past me, you must abide. Go forward if you dare, for when you pass me, you'll be sweating by your hair. Oh, it's the Shanti Pass. I haven't even been to Al Kharid yet, but I'm going to do this just because I want to finish this clue so bad. So let's go to the Shanti Pass real quick. And do I have any coins on me? I might need to get those from the bank. No, I don't. I'll get some coins from the bank. But I need to just finish this clue scroll. And also, I'm going to be going to Al Kharid soon anyways, and it'll unlock a whole bunch of things for me. When I go to Al Kharid in the actual video, I'll do a better introduction to it. But let's go ahead and get this over with. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. Armor shop is slightly northwest of East Bank. Word. I'll go there too at some point and get some stuff. I can't help it, dude. I have to do things. I can't stop. What time even is it? It's 9:03. That's not bad. I need coins. I'll just take out like 100. It's only 30 to get through, but just in case. You never know. I've never been on a cruise, no. Have you been on a cruise? I really want to go to, like, my dream vacation, if I could go absolutely anywhere in the world, would be to go to, like, Antarctica and like, go through the... Is it Antarctica? Yeah, I think it is. And go to, like, through Drake's Passage and all that stuff. Like, I think that looks incredible. Yeah, I've never been properly diagnosed amitris, but I have had a couple of... a therapist in my day make little hints towards me once in a while that, like, you know, you might be on that. It's only 10 gold to go through here. How did I think it was so much? Oh, dude, the options are limitless for things to do on here. Don't worry, I won't stop covering RuneScape. At this point, I've committed to this being a game that I cover for the rest of my life. You know, like I'll be here. It'll be a thing. We're in Al Kharid for the first time, dude. Thank you, Hedge. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've taken a couple of those tests too. I'm definitely much further above all of my friends. I think that there's, like, it's a spectrum, right? So, like, you can sort of, like, score high in certain places and lower in other places. And, like, there's a lot of things about me. I pass, but, like, as a child, I had a really hard time, like, you know, just figuring things out that other people, I think, got really easily. And one of my friends always tells me that, like, randomly I'll come up to him and just tell him this, like, really big discovery that I've made just about something that everyone else already knows without having to think about it. And I just think that's such a goofy thing that I do. Please be a casket. Yes! Okay, we just got our first clue scroll casket. Guys, let's see what it is. You know, for now, I'll take it, dude. Like, I don't have a staff yet, so I'll be able to fast cast now. And, you know, I don't have a lower body item, so we're rocking a plate skirt, fellas. Honestly, it could have been way worse. That's pretty good. And now I can get other clue scrolls as well, so... Whatever, guys. Okay, let's run back to Lumbridge just so I can start the next one. That's such a funny drop, man. Well... Yeah, Amy, or Amy Terrace, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I don't disagree with you. I don't think that you need a formal diagnosis. I hate that rhetoric that, like, have you been diagnosed yet? It's like, no, but, like, I've got issues, you know what I mean? Like I can't afford to go to a therapist, but, like, you know, whatever. Be safe, dude. I'm about to hop off here too. I'm literally just heading back to Lumbridge, then I'm getting off. Thanks for coming out, guys. It was nice to see everybody. Thanks for being here, and I appreciate you guys. It was really cool of you all. What good times. What good times, guys. All right, fellas. So we're going to end the stream here. We had some really incredible moments. We got all of our skills, all of our combat skills up to 20. I mean, you know, the ones that are melee based. We got this sick skirt now, so that's fun and interesting, right? Like, at least we got a skirt. We got the mithril chain body. Everything's going good. So, Ameterus. Aim for short. Amy also fine. Cool. Well, it's nice to meet you, Amy. Nice to meet all of you guys. Thanks for being here, and you know, I'll be back on again. We'll be streaming again. There will be content tomorrow. I'm going to start recording the next playthrough video tomorrow as well, and trying to get all of the quests done for that. We'll see how much I can get done in one day. It'll probably take me about 3 days to edit it once I get there. Oh, I'm so sorry, Charlie. Next time, dude. I don't know when the next time I'll be streaming is. I'll try to make an announcement, like a post on the actual page whenever it happens next time, so that people can more easily find it. But it's nice to see everybody, man, for real. And nice to meet all of you. Like, I hope that over time I can get to know your names and really appreciate you. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for the votes of confidence. Thanks for allowing me to do this. You know, like, it's because you guys show up to watch, and I appreciate it a lot. So thank you, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I know that I've enjoyed mine. I appreciate you all.